runners.
Yeah, glancing at the starting stats down there, it looks okay. The agility is a little scary, but 7 strength should give us some options, and we'll see what we get in the treasure chest.
Yeah, they're also starting with the stop spell, so that's going to be quite handy if you come across something that's got hurt more early.
Yeah, or something that just is spell happy in general. You might be able to start punching a little bit above your weight if you can land a stop spell. But we've got the death necklace. We've got gold. Of note, Fury did not roll hand axe money if that becomes important. And the obligatory magic key we'll have to use to get out of the throne room.
Looks like Fury is going to go back in and save it. He's hoping for a town close by where he can use some of this ill-gotten booty.
Ooh, and CD gives us our first look outside, and there's lots of desert. No towns, but the desert is nice for grinding, and CD finds a Drakey. Should be okay on 7 strength.
Use stop spell. Let's see if it's got anything sitting behind that, or if it's just going to punch from now on. Oh, that was a quick kill there.
Yeah, CD doing some nice rolls and taking out a Drakey. Also, the Ghost on Fury's side, also with stop spell. So all of our starting enemies having stop spell. And CD checking that kind of spark over island over there. Not finding any.
Looks like Fury had the reset because the Ghost took him down. And the penalty for dying in this game is you lose half your money. So if you're trying to save money right about now, you are probably going to reset if you die.
Ooh, CD finding out that the Drakeys have fire breath, baby breath, but still that's plenty to take out our runners at level 1. So she might want to switch up. She looked like she was going to try to grind those Drakeys. It was a good plan, but that baby breath might change her plan.
Yeah, FurySK just felt the heat as well from that breath off the Drakeys, so...
Yeah, so far we haven't seen any slimes yet. There's scorpions, there have been some ghosts and Drakeys, but no slimes around anywhere.
Yeah, scorpions are a little bit out of their range at this point in time. So, oh, and the ghost got baby breath as well.
Ooh, so we might want to find some slimes, because those ghosts and Drakeys, ugh.
No, you definitely don't want to find a wyvern at this level that doesn't go for you.
Oh, and on cue, Fury's got a red slime, so he'll oh no.
Wow, all the baby breath at the start.
So at this point, I wonder if maybe one of our runners wants to take a shot at stop spelling this Drakey or Ghost. It's possible they won't... Oh, sorry, CD, I ruined it again with the commentator. I was hoping they might not breathe fire until after they stop spelled you, but Drakey proved me wrong.
Yeah, no, it's baby breath happy anyway. Oh, you might be able to get this red slime if he rolls a 2. There it is, the first kill for FurySK.
Yeah, at this point, as Dark Shadow sort of alluded to with this question, everything has baby breath, so I think you just have to take your chances and hope to get good RNG, hope the enemies don't use their baby breath, because, red slime, ghost, Drakeys, they all have it. Like, what else are you going to kill at this point? Fury gets another red slime, so he's only 1 experience away from level 2.
Yeah, they're not quite strong enough to take out the ghost just yet. And this metal scorpion ain't gonna help matters any.
Yeah, definitely not, especially with the ghost having baby breath. You're not going to be able to dodge that. You might be able to chip away at the ghost, but he's going to break out that breath at some point. Fury almost able to get another red slime, but he's going to see that baby breath again.
He's 1 experience point away from level 2, so cdinprov is 2 points away, so... If CD can find a red slime and actually take it down, she might be okay, but I don't think you're going to get the Drakeys just yet. They're only hitting for 1, and we all know what the Drakey has.
Ooh, yeah, I agree with her, though. She's got to try there. I mean, like I said, you can't keep running from these things. Ooh, Fury's got a red slime. Oh, no. Also,
and the death counter goes up.
Also, as noted in chat, Cyberdark having a little fun with the coordinates there. The coordinates are fire. Everything is fire in this seed so far.
But it's all been baby breath, which leads me to believe that there is something major out there.
Yeah, that's the good news for later on in the game. At least these enemies have Stop Spell. At least it's Baby Breath. I guess later on in the game, you're going to probably one-shot these things anyway. But even later on, once you get a little more HP, the Baby Breath might be manageable, but not at level 1.
Yeah, once they get level 2, if they get some strength, even enough to start one-shotting red slimes, then they should be okay after that. But at this point in time right now, it's just basically get a red slime and hope it doesn't breathe fire on you. Oh, Fury might have level 2 here if he hits for a 2, and he does. Fury's going to get level 2. Let's see what we got. We got 1 strength, 2 agility, 6 hit points, 7 magic points. So you're pretty much stuck on red slimes again.
You are. I can't recall the exact damage range for Baby Breath. Ooh, there's a nice red slime kill, though. But I think 20 HP, if they're at max, they could survive a lower roll Baby Breath, couldn't they? As CD picks up level 2 also, so she's on her way.
Yeah, right now, the red slimes are about the only thing they can take at level 2 because they can one-shot it. They don't have to worry about the Baby Breath.
Yeah, I still feel like I do like CD's doing here and attack a Drakey if I found it. I mean, you are right next to the castle and all, but yeah, the red slimes seem like they're the bread and butter, right?
Yeah, they're the noodle, per se. And we have a question in chat about what is Fury's sprite, and I could not begin to tell you.
Ooh, I'm usually good with sprites.
I want to say it's the female version of Link, maybe. I don't know.
Wonder if that's one of the newer ones that was added in. I'm not familiar with this sprite. I'm not sure.
Either way, we got some more red slimes going on. This is going to bring Fury that one excellent move closer to getting a level.
There you go. Level 3 is coming on 17 experience, so Fury's just 1 experience point away. Also, as chat noted, CD picked up an excellent move as well, so our runner's managing to find experience now at they have level 2, even though, well, you see on Fury's screen, there's fire.
And it looks like the sprite is Christine from Arkista's Ring. That's a game I've never played.
Got to admit, I haven't either, as CD gets a red slime. I will make a shameless plug as they're running, though. CD is running the Cecilia sprite. Cecilia or Celia sprite from Dragon Warrior 4. Excellent game, better randomizer. Check it out.
Looks like CD is going to try to take down this ghost. I don't quite think they have the chops for it yet.
Yeah, they don't. She might be excellent move, hunting for an excellent move. You are right next to the castle. You don't have any hope of keeping the gold, so the penalty of half your gold's gone anyway is not a big deal. I don't mind taking a shot. Maybe an excellent move.
Looks like this red... Oh, Fury was 1 hit point away from getting level 3.
Angel FM in chat asking for no Dragon Warrior 4 preaching. Well, you know, I only have fire to talk about, so let me tell you all about Dragon Warrior 4 now.
I think the red slimes are the real MVP.
For now they are, yeah. Fury still hopefully can get this one to get level 3. There we go. Fury's got level 3 coming up on his screen.
No strength, 1 agility, 3 hit points, 18 magic, but not a spell to cast.
Yeah, so there's the randomizer trolling a little bit. They have tons of MP, so they can cast Stop Spell a lot. One thing to note, though, that red slime breathes fire for 21. That's annoying, but their max HP, our Fury's max HP on level 3 is 23. So he can start to maybe survive them, maybe get some red slimes a little more consistently, maybe even start going for Drake.
Yeah, I mean, the strength's not there yet, I don't think, for Drakeys. I think red slimes. You gotta grind another level on red slimes. You don't like it because it's wasting time, but you don't really have much of a better answer at this point.
Yeah, I guess I mean, like, I would still take a shot at the Drakies because, like, why not? And I feel like they just had a lot better chance with that HP anyway. But yeah, I'm not sure you take one out or anything. As we see Fury taking a baby breath and not even going into the red. I mean, he's down to 7 HP, but...
And they have no way to heal, so he can't take another one, but it looks like CD is going to get her level 3 now.
Yeah, so despite the difficulties here with this baby breath, both runners keep in pace very nicely.
Looks like Fury, if he gets a good roll, might get this Drakey, and he does.
The one downside of the Drakey is we make it, it is much more difficult enemy, much more tough to take out. And for taking it out, your reward is 3 experience instead of 2.
And the Ghost, which is even harder to take out, you're rewarded with 4 experience instead of 3.
So I don't disagree with you. The red slime, probably the way to go, but like CD has over here, if one shows up, I'm going to swing at it.
Oh, well, with 23 hit points, you almost have to go with the Ghost now. I mean, they're only hitting for 3. You're probably going to get at least 6 swings, 7 swings, and if you hit 1 every time, it should be enough to take down the Ghosts.
Oh, but don't forget the Ghost had the baby breath. They might not like it as much as the Drakies, though, so that might be a benefit.
Yeah, it seems like the baby breath's only maybe 25%, and there's a... Oh, but the Wolves have the big boy breath.
I must apologize to CD again as I cursed her, and the Ghost broke out baby breath. CD probably wants me to stop talking about her right now.
So I guess this leaves us with the next question. What have I done here?
Well, it's a little bit of a challenging start, but it's not terrible. We're about 12 minutes in, and both runners know that it's a difficult start. We've seen worse, but both runners still may be able to make progress. They're looking for level 4. Level 4 will be at 35 experience, so Fury only 10 away. That's not that far. CD right behind only needs 18 experience, and working on this Ghost.
We got a question in chat. Who rolled this mess? I did.
Oh, it's not like this seed's gonna go for 3 hours, 18 minutes, and how long did that one go the other night?
I don't want to talk about it.
So instead, we'll talk about CD taking out a Ghost, moving up, only 14 to go now, and there's a blue slime hiding out down there. I think that is he in the Plains tiles? Fury, because the Randomizer loves him so much. Oh, it's in the desert. Because the Randomizer loves Fury so much, gets an excellent move on the blue slime, and CD gets an excellent on the Ghost.
Dark Shadows, no, I didn't roll that one. I actually played that one.
If I recall, even though it took a while, it seemed to go well, right? Oh, we got a Charlock sighting not too far away from the castle. Not useful now, but towards the end game, that'll be nice that it's close to the castle.
Yeah, finding Charlock early is always good, because if it comes down to it, you can grind there, and it's not a very far walk from the castle if they send you home.
Yeah, exactly. If the grind tiles turn out to be bad, that could prove to be a nice grind spot for sure. And as Fury went on a little exploration run, CD actually taking the experience lead for a brief moment as Fury gets that red slime and moves in the lead by a point, but very close experience-wise here for these two runners, despite, again, all the difficulty.
Yeah, the beginning has been a struggle, especially finding the good enemies with everything with baby breath, but now they got some more HP, it should go a little faster.
One thing to note, too, is they start to branch out a little bit. We've been focused on the HP and the strength, of course. The agility has not gotten much better at all. The agility is still sitting at 9. So, as we saw with CD there, making a little exploration run, if you encounter a wyvern, a wolf, an anything, 9 agility, you're probably not running from it.
Yeah, but it's good to know those enemies are there, because if they come across, say, a hurt or something in their next level, you could actually take a stab at the wolves and stuff with her, because I think you'd have enough HP to survive a few shots. Up to NG. They're in it to win it, buddy. There's no reroll.
And as up to NG alluding to in chat, level 4, the true empty eye level, the 0000, which we have seen a couple times. Let's hope that's not level 4.
No, I think level 4 we're going to see something big, something game-changing, hurt more. You know, they're going to have the power to get back at those things that are breathing fire on them.
I think the randomizer is going to be Randomizer and give them 30 MP in the repel spell.
That would be sweet.
Can you repel anything at 4 defense power? Anyway, both our runners getting baby breath, and both our runners are potentially 1 kill away, one maybe Drakey away. Well, CD maybe, but oh, Fury is going to get level 4 right now.
And here we go. It's going to be big, I bet. Big, big, big. Big money. 6 power, 7 agility, 2 hit, 11 magic, and they get radiant. Well, that's useful.
Well, it did give a lot of magic, and it gave a kind of not really useful spell, but we got strength, we got agility, so that's not.
Yeah, well, with that strength gain, they should be able to take out ghosts and drakeys rather easily now if they get them before the fire breath, so these levels should come a little bit faster now. So hopefully we'll get to see some exploration pretty soon.
Yeah, the sad part is I don't think we can take out a Scorpion yet, and so we're looking for 82 experience for level 5. Haven't seen any magicians. I think the magician might be a little iffy right now. I'd probably try it, but we haven't seen him anyway, so we might be Drakeys and Ghosts and Red Slimes to 82 experience as well.
Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It does look like Fury might be trying to branch out a little bit and maybe try to find Zone 1 and maybe try to find one of those aforementioned magicians.
And CD gets her level 4, should be good. She'll be happy to see that power gain. Not too happy about the spell, but the power gain's good.
Yeah, we should of course note that we have the tracker here so we can see immediately what they get. That's one of those situations where you see the message that you've learned a spell and you oh, like a kid on Christmas, oh, what's in my spell? It's Radiant.
Yeah, I don't get excited anymore for spells in the randomizer because it's just a letdown. And my heart can't take it. Well, we have an Axe Knight. That's a friendly guy to see.
Yeah, the Axe Knight is going to recommend that Fury go back and kill Red Slimes and Drakeys, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to grind here till they get something like a heal or a hurt more or even a hurt, so I think this could be a fairly long grind period here. So does this mean the end game is going to go right quick once they actually find something good?
Yeah, you know, with actually, honestly, with this version of the randomizer, it does seem like you get big gains out of nowhere. So, you know, we could see level 5 decides to drop 38 strength on them, or it could be level 19 that decides to drop it. But at some point, we might have just tons of strength. Let's hope that point is sooner rather than later.
Yeah, level 19 was good for me. To give me like 24 power. But this death counter is climbing quick.
Another thing to think about too is, you know, you're talking about spells we could use, hurt more or hurt or something. Even the spell of sleep might get us to do some exploration. If we could put these things to sleep and get away from them, that might help. Not the first choice, but something we might look for on level 5.
I think you could take the Scorpions, because I don't think they had any breath, did they?
Don't think we saw any. It might be a little close. Fury's actually, I mean, he had a couple good 3s there, so maybe. I think it goes in the same category as the Drakeys earlier on. I would give it a try. Ooh. I would give it a try. I'm not sure how optimistic I'd be, but if they showed up, I'd give it a try.
Well, yeah, you almost have to... Oh, a Magi Drakey. Let's see what this thing has. And we won't get to see. Yeah, I'm thinking you kind of got to go to level 5 here now.
Yeah, maybe if you run into the Magi Drakey on full resources, you could do something, but CD was a little low on HP, so I don't think that was going to work out.
But at least they can survive one baby breath at this point in time, so... Well, the experience is pretty tight.
Yeah, Fury made a stab at a couple of a little exploration, and that allowed CD to pick up a few extra experience points. But they're pretty neck and neck. They're consistently within. Well, now they're within 1 experience point of each other, so they are definitely keeping pace, even though this is a very challenging start.
Yeah, they're flip-flopping back and forth. This is I don't know, if there's nothing really close to the castle, this could turn into a long one.
Yeah, there's nothing really close, and the few times our runners have explored out, we've seen rogue scorpions, axe knights, wyverns, things you don't really want to see.
Yeah, now they got to the point that the slimes and stuff are running now, so that's not really that good, because those are the enemies you want to see.
Yeah, they should be okay to level 5, and hopefully level 5 gives them the power they need to take out those scorpions and Magidrakies, because you're right, the slimes aren't going to put up with this for much longer.
No, not at all. He's going after the scorpion again. He needs some good 3 rolls. Can't afford to get any 1s. He might have a shot at the scorpion. He's already done 8. Well, not anymore.
Yeah, the other thing that's sort of hampering our runners too, of course, is they got a nice agility boost on 4, but 8 defense power, that's going to be rough.
Yeah, so really all you can do is grind and hope you get a big spell or a big gain of some sort on the next level.
Next level, Fury killing that, was that a Drakey? He's within 12 experience points, along with CD. They're both tied up, for the moment anyway, so they're getting there anyway. Just a few more of these Drakeys and Ghosts, and we'll be at 5.
CD gets another excellent move. Looks like the experience is coming a little quicker now that they actually have a bit of power, so... I think CD is 1 red slime away.
One ghost away, but yes, 1 enemy away. And when we need a ghost, you get a red slime, scorpion, and scorpion. Thank you.
Then you get a skeleton. Oh, the ghost dodges. Oh, but the ghost cast stop spell gives CD the second chance.
Wow, that's a nice ghost kill on only, what, she had 4 HP? That's really nice.
There's the power. Look at this level.
Oh, so that's where all the levels were hiding. I think we're good to go do a little wandering around now.
Still didn't get these spells though, but now you're a little bit more beefy at least.
You know, I do wonder though. I just instinctively said wander around. You know, there are a lot of scorpions sitting around here. It's got to be what, 5 scorpions, 4 or 5 scorpions the next level. It's desert. Maybe you hang around and kill a bunch of scorpions to get another level before you go wander around. It wouldn't take long.
No, and that's probably for the best, because I mean, you don't have any way to heal. So even if you branch out, there's a good chance you're not going to get very far. Especially since we've seen the zones next to these have wyverns and axe knights. So I don't really think you're ready to stretch your legs just yet.
Yeah, it looks like both these runners agreeing with that. Fury got level 5 and immediately went looking for zone 1, so hunting for those scorpions, or he was swinging at that Drakema. He was low HP, so he didn't get it. But you saw him do 6 that Drakema. When he gets full resources, he's going to be able to kill that Drakema rather easily, I believe.
Yeah, it shouldn't take them long to get to level 6 if they hit the right enemies now with this power, so... There's a scorpion on CD's side, so...
Oh, CD throwing out a stop spell. I must have forgotten about some sort of spell the Scorpion had, but either way, the Scorpion won't last long.
Nah, neither will this Drakema now. The experience should start climbing quick now.
Yeah, I think one more level definitely makes sense, because you only need 165 experience for it, so it's only a few of these enemies. Fury might be able to take out the skeleton here.
Yeah, you need some way to heal right now. That's what you're praying for, the next level, to bring you heal more, or even hurt more would be nice. Something that you could just use to branch out and hit a little bit of the bigger enemies right now.
Yeah, the one that always gets me is going to be the next level. If they don't get anything on 6, it's a little bit of a ways up to 7 on Drakeemas and Scorpions and stuff. So we'll see what they do after 6 if 6 doesn't give them anything magical.
Yeah, well, at 6, you almost have to at least try to find something. Because, I mean, you got a bit of HP, so you can do some exploration. And if you get some run luck, you know, you could probably go a pretty long ways. As you saw, Fury is 32 away from level 6.
And I do like Fury's decision to branch up north and try to find something outside of that Zone 0. Those Drakeemas. Looks like Scorpions are up there too, but those Drakeemas and Skeletons in that zone a little further north have been giving him nice experience.
Yeah, CD hasn't branched out too much farther north, but she's hitting the ghosts and stuff too, so shouldn't take her too long to get the experience, but I do believe you're right. Fury is in a better place right now because he is going to get the bigger enemies, the bigger ticket enemies.
Yeah, and to be fair, CD's zone that she's in near the castle has Scorpions in it, and Scorpions are almost as good.
I believe this skeleton should give Fury level 6. Anything good, people? 1 power, 6 agility, no hit points, and 5 magic, and no spell. So now, what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do indeed? Even if you branch out, what are you hoping to find? You've got, what, 137 golds? You're really hoping to find coal with the armor? You're really hoping to make it all the way through the mountain cave? I don't know.
Yeah, but at this point, I think you almost have to roll the dice and take your chances.
Yeah, it's a really close decision, I think. But it looks like Fury has decided, at least for now, he's going to try to take out this Drakeema. He's going to be sent back to the castle. And let's see if he branches out or not. Fury has done the most branching out so far. He tried south and saw Sharlock and got promptly kicked back to the castle. He went west and got promptly kicked back by an Axe Knight. So maybe that'll cause him to grind here instead.
Well, I mean, it's only 150 to the next level. Drakeemas and Scorpions and Skeletons, I mean, you could get it in relatively quick time if you hit the right enemies.
And again, desert tile, so you're going to find a bunch of things. But looks like Fury's heading west again.
Yeah, this is where we come across the Axe Knight.
The thing to be said here is at least it was plains tiles, but he finds a skeleton, so maybe he can. Oh, he's running. I was gonna say maybe he could pick up some experience while he's going on this run here, on this little exploration.
No, I think he wants to make the exploration. I don't think he's too worried about the experience at this point. There's a cave. That's something. And we have the grave. We don't have a key, but there is tree chests they can check. Or nope.
Ooh, the poltergeist sending him home. But at least he's seen it. Ooh, CD with a metal slime on her side, but over 20 power, so it's gonna.
They were using the special flag anyway of scared metal slimes. So even if they were under 20, the slimes still have a chance to run away.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Interesting that Fury's not going back for the grave. The grave is almost one of the best caves you can find because the poltergeist was bad, but there are 3 treasure chests relatively close to the entrance you might be able to make a play for. And if you find something like a sword up there, maybe even gold at this point, although I don't know how long the gold will last.
Well, wouldn't be bad. Yeah, key would be the best because if you could actually find a key in there, I mean, and you die, I mean, you could check the treasury, you could almost do a gold grind. Almost. I mean, you wouldn't have enough chests, but...
Yeah,
you would. You would. You'd have the 3 from the grave, you'd have the 3 from the king's room. Yeah, you would be able to. If you got to those top 3 chests, and they had a key and you died, you could check the treasury, and you could gold grind.
Yeah, 2 problems with that. You would need to get lucky and open the gold chest last in the treasury, assuming there's one there. And we haven't seen a town yet. We don't have anywhere to take it to.
Yeah, I think Fury's going to go for level 7 here. And I can't say I blame him. Looks like CD is going to do some exploration.
But that said, even if you can't gold grind quite yet, you're still looking at 7 chests. If there were a key there, you still have a whole bunch of chests you could check. There's the basement, everything you could check. And boy, a sword would look awfully nice right now.
Yeah, sword would really, really speed this up. It looks like CD is heading in the direction of the grave, so we'll see if she finds it.
But to be fair to Fury, he did make a very long walk through, what was it, a green dragon, and there was something else that was very scary that he ran from before getting fire breathed by the poltergeist, so he's probably thinking the odds of getting back there are not great. Now he's actually not far from 7, so...
Oh, it looks like CD is in this zone here. She thought she found some good rogue scorpions got sleep.
Ooh, I think CD might have just been resigning herself to her fate there with that attack, as a rogue scorpion sends her home. We'll see if she decides to keep exploring. She did not see the cave, so she doesn't know it's out there yet, or decides to go pick up 7.
Yeah, it looks like Fury's going to pick up level 7 here shortly, and maybe they'll get something they can use, but looks like CD's doing the same thing, going to head north.
Yeah, I think if our runners had seen more favorable enemies like, well, the wolf has breath this one, but things like drolls and druins and stuff like that, you might feel a little better about wandering out and exploring. But I think both of our runners have kind of tried that and seen the scary enemies out there and decided another level would be beneficial.
I mean, if they do get hurt more, I mean, you've got the magic points to you know, really use it. Hurt more with the sword would turn this seed up from a 2 to a 10 in no time flat.
Ooh, Magidrakes are running now. That's unfortunate. Oh, and CD with the trolliest thing the randomizer could do. CD gets the excellent dodge. I don't know if the excellent move would have been enough to take the Demon Knight out anyway, but she gets the excellent dodge.
Yeah, those guys, they dodge anyway. I think taking on this Metal Scorpion is a little up past his pay grade at the point.
And we mentioned way back at level 3, it'd be sure nice to find a Magician, so of course what the randomizer does is it gives it to you at level 6. Thanks, Rando.
Ooh, Green Dragons with Stop Spell.
That will be very nice later on in the game. For right now, CD does have to run, but that is good for CD to have seen and to know about for sure. Fury's still hanging out 1 kill away from level 7, and if this skeleton cooperates, we'll see what 7 has to offer.
Yeah, I think the game's due to give them a good spell here. Something that's going to help. Let's see what we
like
got.
Repel?
11 power, 2 hit, and no spell. Oh boy.
Thank goodness for the 11 power.
Yeah, the 11 power is going to help, but are all the spells going to roll in at level 16, I wonder?
Now we're back in the same problems we had at level 6. Like, do we want to sit around here till 600 experience, killing metal scorpions and such, or do we want to make a run for maybe Fury tries the grave again?
Without a heal, without a herb, I mean, you almost have to grind still. Because, I mean, you got no way to heal. That is the biggest issue right now.
Yeah, the problem is, even on those skeletons, which I believe are the highest experience... Oh, no, the metal scorpions are worth a little more. You're still looking at, like, 9 skeletons at the next level. That's going to take a little bit of time. That said, you are right. Exploring is scary, too, so I don't know what you do.
If it was me, I think I'd go to 8 this spell, because, I mean, it's 200 and some experience. Yeah, it's going to take time, but if you're having this much trouble, you're probably figuring your opponent is as well. So, taking that extra time to get that level to see if you get a heal spell instead of walking and being sent back every 5 minutes. Ooh, a town!
Ooh, they both must have just missed this.
Night.
Well, the bad news is that Fury doesn't have a whole lot of money. Ooh, it's Garenham. But now, the point you brought up about the gold grind a little while ago, he knows where the grave is. He knows there's a town here. You know, he could start thinking.
Buy the club! He bought the small shield. That's not a bad pickup. It's gonna start defense breaking some of these scorpions and stuff soon, so.
Now, another thing you can do, it would be risky, but what you could do is you could take that little death necklace they had from the throne room and you could pawn it off for some money to buy yourself a half plate there. It's a little risky because we might need the death necklace at the end of the seed. The death necklace, for those who don't know, will give 10 extra strength at the cost of 25% of your HP. And a little lesser known feature of the randomizers, you can hawk that thing off at the item shop for, I believe, 1,200 gold. So maybe.
Ooh, the metal slimes have Dragon Lord breath.
Scared slimes not required. The slimes can defend themselves just fine. Yeah, I wonder now if Fury makes a play for the grave and hopes for a key in there or a sword in there, and maybe thinks about it'd be a long shot, but thinks about the possibility of a little gold grind.
Well, I mean, you have to try. I mean, at this point, you're 35 minutes in. You found one town, one cave. You're at level 7, and you have nothing. So, I mean, you got to take a risk somewhere.
And you know, Fury has seen some nasty enemies on the way over to the grave, on the way over to Garanham, but he's got this Wraith right now. Decent experience. Oh, I'm sorry, it dodged. And he's seen a skeleton. So, I mean, there are some things you'd kill for a touch of experience on the way.
Yeah, it's hard to say what they're going to do right now, so... But I have a feeling this is going to be a drag-out seed.
Yeah, this is definitely not an easy decision. Yeah, Dark Shadow saying in chat he thinks he'd pawn off the death necklace. Maybe I almost would rather have a weapon at this point versus half plate. But I mean, like I said, you definitely want to consider it. Our HP is not great, so we're really gonna need the thing. I don't know. Yeah, I'd give it some thought.
I don't think you're at the point where you have to pawn it just yet.
I think I agree with you there. I think I'd make a play for the grave, see if I could find something like a key or a sword miraculously in the grave. But you know, I'd have it in the back of my mind for sure that I can let that death necklace go. With 42 HP on level 7, or the chances are going to be at 130 HP by the time we're ready to go.
Fury getting some bad encounters, but he's getting run luck, so he's going to branch a little bit further, but any enemy gets a first strike on him, he's pretty well toast, and it looks like CD is going to continue to grind for level 8, maybe.
Yeah, she just picked up her level 7, and she is content to keep... Oh, wait, no, there she goes off to the west as well.
Yeah, and there's a lot of bad enemies to the west. Star Wyverns, Axe Knights, so it's not a very pretty place to go.
There are. At least they have 39 agility. That's not a great chance to run, but it's a chance to run. And like I was saying before, you can run into a Wraith or a Skeleton and get a little experience along the way. Not as much as grinding the desert, of course, but something.
Yeah, I think Wraith's still a little bit out of the way with this defense power. But it looks like Fury's back to the grind here on the skeletons, so... He's only about 150 away, so that's only 4 to 5, 6 skeletons, depending what else you get up here, so...
Dark Shadow's making a good point in chat. Let's be honest, there's a lot of bad enemies everywhere. Yes, I do not disagree with you one bit.
So does this mean the late game enemies are going to be pussycats? Are we going to have mall cops, not the fun police?
Man, we can hope, we can hope. The Axe Knight seems to be unkind, but hey, the Green Dragon has Stop Spell.
Well, really, we've only seen the Axe Knight chop with the big axe, so we don't know if he has anything else at this point. But it looks like CD's heading north to find nothing.
Yeah, but when she heads a little further west, she will find Garanham, and she won't be able to do a whole lot there either. Maybe buy a club or a small shield. But at least she'll know it's there, and when they have keys, Garanham's a very important location to know for when you get keys later on.
Yeah, she has enough to buy a dragon scale too if she really wanted. Like she could get a shield and a dragon scale. So, and the clothes. I guess the clothes were here too. So.
Yeah, she can get a few more things than Fury did because she has a little more money.
But I think I would have went with herbs instead of a weapon though.
Yeah, that's a good point. Herbs would be very nice. Some way to heal would be very nice. But yeah, CD with a touch more money can do a few more things here at least.
Now, this would be the point where you'd have to make the decision. Do I want to sell the death necklace so I can get herbs, and I can get a little bit better, and I can do a little bit more exploration? Because right now, with no way to heal, your exploration is pretty well zero.
Oh, I thought CD was going to kill that scorpion and walk back in and buy an herb, but instead she finds the scorpion's bigger, meaner brother. Oh, maybe she
might be going for a dragon scale. She does have the money for a dragon scale now. Now, if she'd equip the dragon scale, then sell it before the herb.
And you are... There she goes. You got it. Exactly. She's going to put on the dragon scale. She's going to sell the dragon scale and now buy the herb. The dragon scale, and when we find it later, the fighter's ring, both are a little bit glitched in that once you put them on, you get the bonus no matter what, well, no matter not. So you can put on the dragon scale, sell it, and keep the +2 defense power. So nice move there by CD.
There's heal more at level 8. Let the exploration commence.
Right, and it looks like a pretty nice HP boost as well. So yeah, I think Fury's definitely going to make a play for the grave now.
Yeah, 13 HP. You know, you got lots of magic points. You're at 69, so now's the time to make for the grave. Because he knows where it's at. There's those 3 chests.
And I wonder with this extra money if he's going to make a little pit stop in Garenham and possibly buy a club, buy, I guess, some clothes, and more importantly, I guess not anymore now that he has heal more. I was going to say more importantly, buy herbs, but buy dragon scales.
Yeah, I think that would be the next play, because you got to shore up your defenses a little bit more.
Now that said, even though Fury's on his way to buy more equipment, CD has more equipment, but the club is +4 attack power, the clothes +2 defense power. So yeah, it's a little something. It's not major though, but I guess you're heading this way anyway. Why not?
Well, I mean, it'll make the enemies like the warlocks and the wolves a tiny bit easier at this point in time. The rates are more in league with like the wolf lords and stuff, so they still might be a little bit tougher our runners, but at this point in time, I think Fury knows where the grave is. I think it's time to check those 3 chests and hope for a key.
Yeah, Fury getting a nice little run, finding a couple warlocks in there. So those are nice enemies to kill right now. And I think with heal more, Fury would be okay on a Wraith. He might have to use more magic than he'd hoped for, but I think he'd be okay with the Wraith with heal more.
Yeah, he bought the club and the clothes. He looked at the death necklace. I don't know. But he's going to stock up on some herbs.
Yeah, I think with heal more and with this strength, I think they're okay. I don't think I'd sell the death necklace anymore. I think I'd hang on to it just in case.
Yeah.
I don't think the half plate's going to make that much of it.
No, I agree with you 100%. Now, the death necklaces won't be sold now, because, I mean, you can pretty much take the medium game enemies now with heal more. So, I mean, you're going to get more levels quick. And, like I said, the grave, the only thing now is keys. It's finding keys, or if you go down the grave and you find, say, the big stick, I mean, you're going to be laughing.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be great to find either of those 2 items, really. I'm not sure how far away the grave is. Even if there's gold there, you might consider a little mini gold grind and even trying to get 1,000 gold out of the grave and get your half plate that way.
Yeah, the grave is just south here. The grave's not very far from the town, I don't believe.
So you have some options depending on what those 3 chests are. But yeah, you're definitely hoping for a key or the sword.
Well, now's the time you gotta go for it. You gotta heal more. I mean, you don't have much of a choice now. Look at the dodge and jukes on that metal scorpion.
CD trying this Wraith. CD doesn't have heal more, but does have an herb, so hopefully that's enough for her.
Ooh, a blue dragon. That's a good reason to use a heal more.
Unfortunately, CD without her heal mores cannot take out that Wraith.
And Fury is on his way to the grave. I do believe the grave is just south here.
Yeah, and looking at the experience, of course, Fury's been able to open up a little bit of an experience lead because he has heal more. Once CD picks up heal more, I'm sure she'll be able to catch up.
Ooh, he's going dark grave in the dark, is he? Oh, no, Mimidon.
I'm gonna say it'd be a nice swag move. We can cast Radiant lots and lots of times, so I feel like I just do Radiant and save myself the bonking time, which he does.
All right, what do we have? Do we get a key? Oh no, that's a herb because it's empty. Ooh, there's one of our key items: the silver harp and the stones of sunlight. Wow, the grave was loaded so far.
Kind of. So to fill everyone in on the story and what those items do, for those that don't know, we are trying to, of course, kill the big evil Dragon Lord, but the Dragon Lord doesn't just lay out the welcome mat and let us go kill him. He's got a pesky little moat around his castle, so we need to build a bridge to get there. In order to do that, we need to find 3 key items, and we just found 2 of them: the silver harp, the stone, and the stones of sunlight. Erdrick's token is the 3rd one. The little caveat there, though, is we don't need the harp, we need the staff of rain. So we have to find some guy on the overworld, or some guy in a cave, that will trade us the Staff of Rain for our Silver Harp. So then we can go take those 3 items to another cave somewhere, build the Rainbow Drop, build the bridge to get
another town.
Yeah, so we're going through all that. Fury with another town. This could be Remulder, it could be Cole with keys, Remulder with keys, Cole with the search spot and the armor. All kinds of goodies could be here.
Haha, it's Hawksness.
You know, that's not the worst, at least, right? Like, I don't think we could kill anything. We definitely can't kill any Spike Tower now, but knowing where that is, as soon as we can start taking out maybe Axe Knights or Stone, as soon as we get to that level, we can book it right back to there and hope our armor is sitting on the floor there. So, not the worst location to know of.
No, definitely not. But we're going to do a little more exploration north here now. See what we get. Looks like CD is going to stock up on herbs now that she does have some money. She'll be happy to see heal more, though, in another level. So
yeah, as far as that grave goes, you know, it's nice to have the 2 quest items. It might allow Fury to skip some stuff later on, but they're not super essential to have. The harp's kind of nice to have so that when you stumble across that trade-in cave, you can just trade in right away. You don't have to double back, but nothing super game-changing yet. Nothing that's going to allow him to extend his lead. As long as CD finds the grave and gets there, in due order, we shall be fine. So, not quite what Fury was hoping for, I bet, but we'll take it.
I don't believe Stop Spell blocks fire there, CD, but good try.
To literally no one's surprise, the Spectre has Baby Breath. Ooh, here's a good enemy on Fury's side, the Droll Magi. Unfortunately, doesn't have heal more, but he has herbs. If he can take this out, it'll get him very, very close to level 9. Oh, Cyberdark noting the Spectre had sleep as well. I only tuned in for the Baby Breath part, but that's even worse. Oh, and unfortunately, Fury can't quite get that Droll Magi. If he had heal mores, he would have been alright, but couldn't quite.
He's only 62 away. I don't know if I wouldn't head north and just grind it out.
Yeah, I think you bring up a really good point. Or I wonder if he's going to go south and try to find some of those nice enemies south and then explore, just continue his exploration that way. He did kind of explore lots to the west, so he might be thinking south and he finds a skeleton. So if he just maybe hangs out here, kills a couple skeletons, gets his level 9 and continues on his exploration, maybe that's what he's thinking.
Yeah, I'd say, well, he's going to do it more exploration, but he kind of looking for level 9.
Yeah,
I mean, right now, you need something big. Like, yeah, you got 46 power, and you got to heal more, but you don't have any way to kill something. It's not going to help you.
And yeah, I don't disagree with you, because, like, you're so close to level, you go up a zone and kill a couple Drakeemas that doesn't take too long, and maybe, like you said, you get hurt more, and now suddenly you can do a lot more exploring. Imagine if he had Hurt more right now, he'd be swimming in the experience.
Yeah, especially with so many the Axe Knights there alone, you can normally get them in one hurt more. But Fury's gonna keep exploring. Oh, another cave. Ooh. Aww.
And
That, my friends, is the Jerk Cave. He's the guy that you need to go see once you have the Silver Harp, Stones of Sunlight, and the token. He does give you the Rainbow Drop, which shoots rainbows out and makes a bridge.
But if you don't have all the things you need, and he's going to kick you out of his cave, hence the jerk. Get out of my cave, you stupid kids.
Yeah, unless you have what he wants, he doesn't want. He wants nothing to do with you.
Interestingly enough, if you have the token, he won't kick you out. If you have the token but not the other ones, he won't kick you out. He'll still scold you, but he won't kick you out. Apparently, the token is very special or something. I don't know.
I did not know that, to be honest.
Not really sure why I know it. I'm pretty sure I must have screwed up sometime and wondered why I didn't get kicked out. But anyway.
Oh, a Wyvern. He should be able to take this down, and this will put him closer.
Yeah, again, there's another instance of that Heal More, which, by the way, CD just picked up, and she is bolting off to explore, which makes perfect sense. This is another example of one of those enemies that without Heal More probably would have been tough, but no problems there for Fury, and here's level
8 power 11. Look at that hit point gain, 23.
And really nice strength, agility, and HP. The MP, not great gain there, but who cares? We had tons of that anyway.
Still no spells, though.
Yeah, about that Heal More, we're feeling pretty good about things. Like, this Wolf Lord should go down, and we're only looking at 500 more experience to level 10, so hopefully he'll be able to pick that up as he's exploring around.
Yeah, I think this seed, now that they got Heal More, they can explore. I think this seed's really going to open up for them, for our runners.
Yeah, and there goes CD with her putting her Heal More to good use. Now she's taking out Wyverns. Before she had to grind on Drakeemas and Ghosts and Slimes, whatever else was around the castle. Suddenly with Heal More now, Wyvern, no problem. Ooh, Blue Dragon problem. Oh, that's the first bad news we have for Sharlock. The Blue Dragons have DL2 breath. That could complicate things.
Ooh, here's a town just slightly below the Big C. I'm not sure if CD's found this town. It's Breckenary.
No, that's the first look we've had at that town. That is a little closer than the castle, though, so it'll be a nice refill spot.
Ooh, chainmail, though.
Yeah, Fury could improve the chainmail. I wonder if he's thinking he wants to hang on to that gold and save up for maybe a hand axe or a large shield. Chainmail, not terrible, but only a +8 improvement on defense over the close. So maybe he's looking at one of those hand axe or large shield purchases.
Yeah, but right now, +8 defense would be a big, big help fighting these enemies around here. Like the Wolf Lords and that kind of stuff. That would certainly take a big sting out of them.
Yeah, it absolutely would. It does kind of look like he's walking back and forth. Oh, maybe he was just reorienting himself.
Or he might be trying
to grind some gold.
I was going to say he might be trying for hand axe money here. He's relatively close.
Yeah, it does actually look like he's kind of combing the desert looking for a little more cash. So yeah, maybe he's going for the hand axe. That would probably make the most sense. That would be a +11 boost to his attacks. Maybe that's what he was thinking of instead.
Well, it makes perfect sense. You got Heal More, so the odds of you dying around here are pretty zilch unless you hit something with Dragon Lord 2 breath.
Yeah, and while you're grinding up this gold, of course, you're also being given experience. Fury now moving under 300 experience away. Is that something I keep seeing popping up to the left as he walks back and forth? I thought I saw something.
This is the problem.
Oh, yeah, the Blue Dragon's gonna be an issue.
And there goes half his gold.
Yeah, you always take a risk when you do that, but it looked like it was going to work out. Unfortunately, the Blue Dragon has other ideas.
Hey, Brax, what's up? Hey, I rolled this crap show, so...
Exactly, Brax. Finally, I wasn't the one that commentator cursed someone. That's usually my thing. Although in Fury's defense, this Metal Scorpion puts him right back to chainmail money. So if he really decides he needs the chainmail, he can go right back to Breckenary and get it.
Yeah, I mean, you got 58 attack power right now. That's good for most middle-of-the-road game enemies at this point. So, I mean, I'd almost prefer some more defense power, because, I mean, they're taking some huge shots from things like Wolf Lords right now.
Whoa, CD found a cave that, what, did we somehow walk by a whole bunch? And it is the Silver Harp Cave, so that's one that CD can't use right now. But Fury will be very interested to find that cave. That's where you trade in the Silver Harp for the Staff of Rain.
I'm not sure what direction she went to find that either. I really wasn't watching her screen.
I thought she just walked west of the castle, but maybe not. Looks a little different now all of a sudden, so maybe southwest?
Hard to say, but either way, we'll see if Fury decides to try this hand axe grind again.
See, that is the one benefit that Fury has finding the harp early, is that when he stumbles, that was a town, by the way, another second town underneath Sharlock. I hope Fury has seen that. That's the one advantage he has finding the harp early, is he will not have to double back to that location. When he finds that shrine, he can immediately turn his silver harp, whereas CD is going to have to go over the Garen's grave, get the harp, walk back. Yes, Fury did see that town. At least this time he saw it, and he's going to make for it. We'll see what it is. Again,
and he does have hand axe money.
He does. We could get Remolder, where you can buy keys. That'd be a lot better than a hand axe. You could have coal. Oh, it is coal. We're going to have a search spot. Possibly our armor.
Could be the token, could be the flute, could be nothing. Oh, and it's the armor.
Wow, that's a really big. Yeah, that's really big.
Now, if there's a hand axe in this shop, this is going to be really big for Fury, and look at that. There it is.
And looking ahead to our gold grind potential, we don't know if a gold grind is possible, but there's also a silver shield there too. Our agility, okay right now, so maybe silver shield not required, but something to keep in the back of your mind.
So now, Fury's got a distinct gear advantage here now, so... Plus, the Erdrick's armor has got tons of bonuses. I mean, you take half damage, or I think it's a third damage from Brett's Hurtmore's. It gives you 1 HP per step, and it also resists Stop Spell.
Yeah, I was hoping that after that death, CD might explore south, because as soon as CD explores south, she's going to see Sharlock, she's going to see Breckenary, she's going to keep going, she's going to see Cole, she's going to get her armor too. But yeah, the longer that Fury has the armor and CD doesn't, it's going to be an advantage for Fury.
Yeah, I mean, he's one-shot Metal Scorpions now. He's about to get level 10. And he gets 7 power, 3 agility, 9 hit points, 10 magic of return. So magic is still lacking, but...
Yeah, and you can just see with that armor, though, 61 defense for Fury. It had been a problem. We were talking about, oh, you have 8 defense, 20 defense. Suddenly, defense not such a problem anymore. We're seeing a whole bunch of defense broken, like that Wyvern's defense broken now. So.
Yeah, and he's got decent attack power, so he's going to be able to kill these almost middle-of-the-game road enemies pretty easily. So we can see him grabbing a very distinct experience advantage very soon. In another town.
And it is Caitlin. Meantime, CD is in the grave, and she's got her harp and Stones of Sunlight, and she knows where to turn the harp. No real rush to do that because she still needs a token.
Yeah, there's not too much you can do in Caitlin right now without keys. But also, another benefit of the armor is you don't take damage from Swamp Tile, so that's going to make exploration for Fury really go a lot faster.
Yeah, and I forgot if you mentioned it too, the armor will restore 1 HP per step you take, so that is wonderful for exploration as well.
Yeah, Fury's definitely in the driver's seat right now. Oh, another cave. What could it be? Could it be the mountain cave? Could it be the tablet cave? Could it be swamp?
Yeah, poor CD, I mean, just pretty much just choosing to explore west instead of south. If she'd explored south, she would have had all the same things, as Fury validates his seed as well, searching that. That's our second Spark Over Bridge we've seen, by the way, but he searches the Spark Over Bridge. And he'll light this up and give us the Tablet Cave.
Now, there's one chest in here and no enemies, so this is just a quick walk to get it. He does have outside, so shouldn't take him a whole lot of time. Could this be Erdrick's sword? Could this be Erdrick's sword? Or could this be a key? Or a torch?
No, because we couldn't light up the cave before.
Come on, Gabe. Throw them one cookie at least.
So, we saw it a few minutes ago with Fury searching in coal for the armor. This game has 3 search spots. One is in coal, one is in the destroyed town of Hawksness, guarded by a spike tile enemy, and one is on some random coordinates out on the map somewhere. You need to go to Cantlin to get the coordinates from Old Man. That, however, those coordinates lock behind a key door, so until you get keys, you do not know where that is. Those 3 spots, one is guaranteed to have the armor, the other 2 could have the flute or token. Or it's possible the flute or token could be in treasure chests. So in addition to looking for items, our runners are going to be looking on the lookout for cursed belts. If a cursed belt is in a treasure chest, that means that either the flute or token is on the overworld somewhere. If 2 cursed belts are found, that means they're both out there somewhere. We haven't seen any cursed belts yet, so we don't know. We don't have any information about that yet, but that's another thing our runners will be keeping in the back of their mind.
CD is going to get her level 9 now, so we'll see what she decides to do with this massive hit point.
And CD not entirely out of it. I mean, Fury, of course, has an experience gain, able to use his Erdrick's armor to his advantage and his hand axe, but that's just going to take 1 trip south for CD to get all these things, and she knows the location of Staff Cave, so, I mean, she's got that going for her.
Dual rogue scorpions here on the screen, but looks like Fury hit a dead end there, and another dead end there.
Another part of this to remember too, they're even on quest items. CD needs to get the armor, but like I said, just walk south. She just needs to walk south 1 time and she'll have that. Little bit of an experience deficit. Keys are still lurking out there somewhere, and if CD gets keys first, we could see this even up real fast.
Yeah, like the first person that finds Garanham is going to be ding, 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 ding. Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, you've got Garanham here, you've got the treasury, you've got whatever's underneath the castle. You have all kinds of boxes that could contain very, very powerful swords in them. So whoever finds keys first is going to be... you'll have access to the coordinates. That might be important for the token. I mean, you're going to be in good shape.
Yeah, Game Boy F9, the start of this seed was absolutely brutal. Everything had baby's breath. The red slimes, the ghosts, the drakies, the magicians. It was horrible.
Yeah, you basically have to get level 2 by hoping a red slime wouldn't baby breath you to death, and you can see those hopes went unanswered many times. But since that start, since about level 3 or 4, we haven't had that many deaths, so most of those deaths were early on.
Yeah, Fury's actually, now that they've gotten some levels, they've got their Heal More spell. Seed's really picked up with exploration-wise. It looks like CD is remembering where the Staff of Rain Cave was and will be turning in her harp.
Might as well get that errand taken care of. She was exploring out there anyway, so she's good with her Staff of Rain. Just needs the token, and she can create the Rainbow Drop.
Looks like Fury was looking for a large shield, which he is not going to find in Cantlin, at least in the 2 shops he can check.
Yeah, Cole had one if you remembered that or wants to go back there. That's not too far from the start. Or just maybe next time he's in the area, he'll pick one up.
Looks like he's going to return back to the castle to refill his MP. I mean, he probably could have used the town for that, to be honest. Not to save his money for the shield, like you said. I think he knows Cole has one, so...
Yeah, and he might just also want to explore a different direction, too, so...
I have a feeling he's going to go... Well, I was going to say south, but I guess not. But you know runners never listen to commentators anyway.
CD's found this Demon Knight, gonna give it a go with Heal More. Oh no, now she's gonna run.
Looks like Fury just zoomed by Garanham here. Is gonna do a little bit more exploration west.
Oh, it wasn't west of the castle, it was west of Garanham that the Staff of Rain Cave was. So he's gonna get his staff now. He's gonna turn in his harp. If this Axe Knight lets him, and it will. Answering Squall in chat, yes, armor was in coal. I don't know if that was a question or a statement, but yes, armor was in coal. So if CD walks south, she's headed that direction. She's going to see Charlock. She's going to see Breckenary. She's going to see coal. She'll have the armor, and we'll be pretty even up. Fury will have a bit of an experience lead, but it's pretty much going to come down to keys, I think.
Yeah, because I know CD did go south before and did see Charlock, but I think she hit a blue dragon and died. So she didn't get to go any further, so she didn't see the two towns or the cave.
Ooh, CD walking through the swamp. I'll admit, I do this sometimes, thinking that people don't explore the swamp, and if there's something good out there, I'll get it first. But if only she'd walk south, she'd get...
Question in chat, right on the left. Someone put it in chat earlier. It's some kind of game I've never heard of before.
Christine from...
Arkan something, or Arkan...
There you go, yeah,
something.
yeah. I hadn't heard that either of that, but yeah. Ooh, is this a new town on... Oh no, Fury's going back.
Office. I wonder if he's actually going to see what's on the trap tile here and try to take it out, because if it's a might actually have a shot at it with Healmore.
You know, I'm not sure how much I like this, just because you already have the armor, right? So what's the token? You're not really in that much of a rush for a token. We're not really in that much of a rush for the rainbow drop. You're going to be able to grind on this enemy? Probably not. But maybe he just wants the information, too, to just know what's here, since he was exploring this direction anyway.
Well, I think if he's here and he gets the token, then he knows he doesn't have to bother with the search spot, right? So he won't have to worry about going in Cantlin with keys, because he wouldn't have to make a trip back to Cantlin. But yeah, you know, you're not getting the Stone Man.
Oh, right. I was thinking I'd worry about keys first, then I'd reconsider all this stuff. Because you're right, you can't even think about the coordinates yet without keys, and I would just put off this until I had keys as well, is I guess my point. But
yeah, no, and it's a very valid point. I mean, I honestly, I see where you're coming from, and I do agree with you that this is probably not a good play for Fury at this point in time. But, I mean, if this is the token, that's going to be a big advantage for him, because then he's going to know he doesn't need Cantlin.
yeah, and to be fair to Fury, he was right in the area. He was exploring out here anyway. So I guess I can see from his point of view, he's thinking like, look, let's just swing by here. Right, maybe this is a token. We'll just take care. You'll check that off the list kind of thing. You won't have to bother coming back. So I guess taking a stab at it while you're here is not the worst.
Does the Stoneman have something we don't know about, or are these preemptive stop spells? Because I haven't seen the Stoneman throw anything out but his fist right now.
Yeah, I can't remember. Maybe a heal more or heal? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Well,
he might be trying to avoid just in case the Stoneman does decide to throw a Healmore out.
That would be quite rude.
Well, we know it's not going to now, but he doesn't know that, and he takes it down, so we're gonna see what's on the trap tile after he gets level 11. 2 power, 3 agility, 2 hit points, 17 magic, and they get a new spell, and they get, I don't know what they got.
Yeah,
what they get? Hurt. Oh, well, that's, no, it is the token.
More important than the token, though, look what we have over on CD screen here. We have found Rimmeldar. So she doesn't have the armor, but like I said, she walks south and she'll find it. More importantly, she has keys.
Yeah, but Fury's got all the things he needs for the rainbow drop.
He does. Now, I was paying attention to Fury and Hawksness. I don't know how awkward location Rimmeldar's in. I wonder if Rimmeldar's in that swamp over there that CD was exploring before. But if it takes Fury a while to get to Rimuldar, CD could go get her armor. She could go find the token in Hawksness. She could catch up pretty fast.
There's a cave there, too. I'm not sure if she's explored that cave or not, but she's going to check this one chest here.
So remembering what I saw a second ago, I think that was Rainbow Drop Cave. So I don't know, Fury must have just barely missed this. I think this is just west of Rainbow Drop Cave, which means if Fury goes to turn his Rainbow Drop, this could actually work out perfectly if he decides to keep exploring. So maybe that token play works out great, because it's going to not just get him the token, but take him right to Rimuldar's doorstep. Yeah.
And now with keys, he knows the only thing he needs to check chests for now is the sword. Because he's got the death necklace.
Oh no, he's exploring in a different direction though. We know he needs to go west, but of course he has no idea.
But yeah, now if he does say come across the mountain cave, I mean, you almost have to because you're still missing the big stick. But if he finds Erdrick's sword and say, like, you know, a chest somewhere, I mean, well, you might not be looking at anything else.
Hang on, that wasn't... I don't know what cave that... I thought that was the Rainbow Drop Cave. I don't think that is anymore, though. I don't know what cave that...
No, it's not the Rainbow Drop Cave because it's not that close to the town.
Yeah, so maybe Fury is heading in the right direction. I thought that was Rainbow Drop Cave, but it's definitely not. What cave is that, then?
He is. He's there now. I can see it on his screen. This is probably gotta be Swamp. No, it's the Fighter's Cave.
Oh,
or the Mountain Cave.
So as far as treasure chests go, the only things we're looking for in treasure chests still are, of course, Erdrick's sword, the most powerful sword in the game. Much better than the hand axe or copper sword. Is it in this box? It is not. We are looking for maybe a fighter's ring. That'll give you +2 attack power. Fury is in Remolder, so he does not care about keys either. So those are kind of the only two things we really care about on a treasure chest right now. We're basically just looking for the sword. We'd take a fighter's ring if it were around.
Now, if you do Mountain Cave and you don't find a sword, you got keys. Do you go back and dig the grave for 2 chests? Or do you take your chances in Sharlock with 7?
Oh, well, don't forget, we've got Sharlock, Tantagle that's got 4 in the treasury, plus Garanham that has 3. And thinking about the caves, we've got Bonus Cave, which is in the back, could be in the back of one of those 2 as well. So there's a bunch of boxes and towns we could check as well.
And there's the Fighter's Ring in the Mountain Cave.
That said, if none of those have the sword, depending on the enemy set, I might take a shot at the base of the grave, see if I could check those chests, and see if I could pick up some experience on the way.
Well, we know Fury is going to check out this cave next, so he's going to come across his Fighter's Ring as well. There wasn't much else but the Fighter's Ring, and that's just a herb chest, so.
There was the Fighter's Ring, and there was a touch of information, too. CD found the Fairy Flute. The Fairy Flute will guaranteed put a golem to sleep for at least 1 turn, but the Fairy Flute is in a treasure chest, of course, so it is not on the overworld. That means we have no coordinates. You can see our tracker and restreamer, thank you again, Cyberdark, is put up nope for the coordinates. There are no coordinates. There's nothing on the overworld because we know where the token and armor are, and we know where the flute is. So a touch of information as well. CD, however, will not have that information because she hasn't found coal and she has not been in Hawksness yet, so she doesn't know that yet, and she hasn't seen any cursed spells, so she doesn't know that yet. But we do now know from the 2 runners that there are no coordinates.
Yeah, the only thing Fury needs now, once he gets his Fighter's Ring, is going to be the big stick.
Yeah, and in fact, he's even got the Fairy Flute. You could even argue, like, I want a Fairy Flute because golems are scary or something, but he's even got that. So there's nothing else in boxes we care about except for the sword.
But now's where you wish you could unequip armor, because now would be the perfect time for a Death Warp. Back, got 5 more boxes to check. Perhaps a gold grind to get a silver sheet.
Yeah, I'm not sure we've seen anything as CD picks up level 10 there. I'm not sure we've seen anything that really could Death Warp us here, so...
Yeah, that's the issue when having Erdrick's armor.
Speaking of which, this could be good for CD. I think she's wandering around trying to Death Warp.
Oh, the werewolf will do it.
Yeah, so... For those who are also not aware, one of the, we'll go with features of this game, is that it only keeps track of at most 8 treasure chests open, and it only resets that when you're on the overworld. So CD opening up 5 treasure chests in Mountain Cave, and then dies to come back to the castle. Well, she hasn't been on the overworld, so that leaves 5 open chests. The game is also programmed to automatically give you 3 chests when you walk into the throne room, so you don't take the starting 3 chests over and over again. So she's at 8, and she's got a sword.
Oh my god.
Yes.
The big stick. And a gold grind is available.
And she's got a gold grind. I'm not sure, she hasn't seen the town south, but man, if she grinds up silver shield money and goes down there, she could have a silver shield as well, and suddenly have a equip. But yeah, the game only has room for 8 chests open, so if you get a 9th chest open somehow. The game doesn't know what to do and lets you keep taking the chest over and over and over again. So that's why CD is able to take these chests as many times as she wants to. Because right now the game's saying you have 8 open chests, so I don't know what to do, and I'll just leave this box here, and she can print money effectively.
Now, Fury has walked out of the cave, so he is not going to have the gold grind.
But he is going to go check the treasury right away, I'm sure, and he's going to get his sword at least.
But once he gets the sword, he's in grind, he's in go mode. He's not going to check another chest, because there's nothing else he needs.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got everything he needs. He might go looking around. He might head back to Cole for that large shield, but that's about it. Now, CD has not seen a large shield, I don't think. Garanham, or a silver shield. Garanham did not have one, so I wonder if she'll save and maybe try going south, and if she stumbles upon Breckenary and Cole, she could get a silver shield and Erdrick's armor, and that might give her a little bit of an advantage.
Looks like Fury's gonna check at what's under the castle here, and we know it's gotta be Swamp.
Bonus Cave's still lurking out there too, actually, but either way, either Bonus Cave...
No, they found Bonus Cave.
Did they?
Yeah, someone come across Bonus Cave earlier.
So wait, does Tantago lead you to Garanham in the Swamp Cave?
Not even checking the chest.
Anyway, but yeah, I think he might... I could see him looking for Swamp Cave, which must be in the back of Garanham now, for the spike tile, the grind spot. Because we know that he knows that Hawksness has the Stone Man. That's not a great grind. If he finds like an Axe Knight or something hurt mortal like an Armored Knight hanging out in that spike tile in the swamp, he'd sit there and just grind.
Yeah, I mean, he's in grind and go mode for sure now. And as for the numbers you see on the stats, if they're in red, which they were at the beginning of the game, it means you have no hope of going anywhere. White is normal, you can progress. Orange is, you could maybe take out the Dragon Lord, it's in the right spot. And green is gold. Good to go.
Thank you to Dark Shadows in chat, who points out that Remulder had the shield and the armor, magic armor, so maybe CD's plan is to go back to Remulder and pick up the armor, because again, she has not seen Cole, so she does not know where the Erdrick's armor is, so maybe that's her plan, is to head back to Remulder. Oh man, if only she knew to go south. Again, she has no way to know that she needs to go south, but oh, if only she knew to go south.
And there would have been a gold grind in under the castle as well.
Lots of gold in the castle.
Looks like CD is gonna steal just a little bit more to top it off. Nope. This ain't gonna work.
I kind of like the idea. Ooh, there you go. That's why I like the idea. I like the idea of Fury swinging just to see if it has anything. And it's got, look at that. It loves its stop spell. This just went from it's not going to work to yes, please, thank you.
Yes, this is going to be perfect if this is all it casts a stop spell. This is going to be the ideal grind spot.
Yeah, even if it's only 50 or 75% stop spell, I mean, I don't think we've seen it do anything other than stop spell. You have heal more. Oh, you have an excellent move, apparently. Yeah, this is just going to feed you experience. He's going to pick up 12 on...
Yeah, this is going to pick up quick. And 2 hit points, 3 magic, and a spell of... looks like return or outside.
A spell of Fury wants to get back to killing these red dragons.
Oh man, it must be like 100% stop spell or something. I haven't seen it do anything else. If we could get the stats on that red dragon brought up right quick.
CD has made it to Remulder. She'll have the silver shield, so she's got that advantage. She's gonna pick up... Oh no, don't buy that. Don't buy that, CD. We've all done that, though. Forgetting a little bit about the big stick there. Yeah, right?
But I bought the magic armor over the Erdrick's armor, and then I had to go all the way back to Hawksness to get it again.
Oh no, I don't think I've sold it before. I've gotten that message, and I go, oh no, don't do that. No, oh gosh, I didn't mean it.
Oh, 75 stop spell, 75 fire. That is good. Because it's not going to go to that second 75% fire until it hits this stop spell. And as we know, with Erdrick's armor, it's never going to hit a stop spell.
Even still, I believe fire means... Does that mean baby breath? But either way, you're right. It's not going there.
it does mean baby breath, because I think DL2 would be fire, I think, or something. But still, I mean, this is the ultimate grind. You got red dragons just throwing stop spell. And this means that Warlock, if you meet red dragons, I mean, you can try to run all day, you're just going to cast stop spell.
Yeah, exactly. That's not only good for the grind, it's also wonderful for the Sharlock dive as well. CD does remember that there's magic armor in Garenham, so she makes for that, and she does get her magic armor. That's not bad. That's only a few defense points below Erdrick's armor. It doesn't have some of the side benefits, but it gives her some defense power to work with until she explores south and finds Erdrick's armor. But unfortunately, with Fury finding this almost free red dragon, the experience is going to just keep widening and widening and widening as CD finishes these errands, and it's going to be tough for CD.
Oh, there's the fire, and it's only baby breath, so that's nothing but Erdrick's armor. So this is a free grind.
Jeez, don't even need the silver shield for this grind. CD looks like maybe she'll check the spike tile too, and maybe be able to get some experience, but still... oh no, she's going to walk through. Right, she hasn't found coal yet. She's thinking coal could be over here.
Yeah, she hasn't found coal, and this is just taking her further away, as we know. So this is... I'd have to say at this point in time, it's Fury's to lose.
And Dark Shadows does bring up a good point. I said the magic armor doesn't have any benefits. It does have benefits, not all the benefits that Erdrick's armor does. It will reduce, I believe it's the hurt more damage. I think you're still stuck taking full breath damage, but it will reduce the hurt more damage, and it will give you 1 HP per 4 steps. So it has some benefits, not quite the Erdrick's armor benefits, but it has some benefits on it for sure.
Fury's still rocking the grind. I mean, the attack power's a little low. The strength, they could use some more strength, for sure. Hit points and magic point are looking pretty good at this point in time. I mean, he does have the death necklace, so if they do get some more big HP gains, I mean, he'll be good on the power-wise, so... I'm taking another couple of levels, and I'm thinking he's going to be good to go.
Yeah, let's go back to like an hour ago when someone was saying we probably wouldn't need the Death Necklace. Gee, who could that have been? Suddenly, Fury's only a little ways away from Death Necklace, and the strength is lagging, so, yeah.
And what did I tell you? I said since the seed started off bad in the early game, the end game was going to go quick, and that's what's happening right now, because I think these runners had nothing, and we're level 9 at, what, 45 minutes in? 50 minutes in, and now here we are 25 minutes later, and Fury's in go mode.
Yeah, the seed didn't give us anywhere nice to grind at the beginning of the game, but man, has it given us a really nice post-game grind.
Oh yeah, this red dragon, he hasn't even used a heal more yet. I mean, he's never going to have to leave this cave. He can grind here till he's good to go.
Yeah, Fury's gotten, what, like 1,500, 1,700 experience, and he's taken about 40 damage doing it. That's a pretty good ratio, I think.
Yeah, and he's opening up a huge 3,500 point lead on CD. And CD is here exploring the second continent. And we know there's going to be nothing on it, because we've seen everything, so...
Yeah, this is where I feel bad for CD, because, you know, if she had seen Sharlock, if she had been able to go one more screen, maybe just a few more tiles before finding that blue dragon, she would have seen the town, she would have kept going for it, she would have... Instead, she's stuck here searching Swamp Continent. I mean, she has to. Fury was able to skip all this. He's able to skip Swamp Continent because he found everything on Main Continent. He's able to get to the grind faster and just balloon up this experience lead, and you know, all because poor CD found that blue dragon maybe 1 or 2 tiles early. So Rando can be very, very mean sometimes.
It can be a harsh way to go.
Yeah, because I mean, CD hasn't really done anything wrong. I mean, she remembered, you know, where the silver shield was. She even remembered Garenham had the magic armor and went back and got that. That was a really good thing to remember. I didn't remember that. So, you know, she hasn't really done anything wrong except didn't walk south far enough, if you call that wrong. So, kind of feel for her here. She's, you know, the experience lead makes it look like she's getting destroyed, but really, it just came down to a little exploration bad luck there.
Yeah, I'm just praying she doesn't decide to go dig the grave now that she does have the keys.
Well, in fairness, as far as boxes go, she's only looking for the token. And I think before I dove the grave, I'd go look for Hawksness. She hasn't seen Hawksness yet either, so she's thinking that could be on this Swamp Continent too. I'd go look for Hawksness. I'd go check the coordinates before I dove the grave, I think. So CD finishes, thankfully Swamp Continent wasn't that big, but finishes exploring Swamp Continent, now knows what we now know, that Swamp Continent is empty, unfortunately.
And meanwhile, Fury is only a couple more red dragons away from 15 here.
Yeah, we're talking about CD. Fury got, 3,000 more experience or something, because these red dragons just giving away experience, and 124 HP, so guess what? He's probably going to use the Death Necklace.
Yeah, definitely. But still, that agility is lacking, so his defense power is not that good. He's only got a small shield on. But, I mean, if he grinds enough, you could almost, with the gold chest, you could almost kind of maybe ghetto gold grind yourself up to get that silver shield.
Well, if he really, really felt great, and he's in the treasury, so he could just set up a traditional gold grind from the grave and get the silver shield from that way. He could also just decide to go back to Cole and pick up the large shield. That's going to be +6 defense. And, we've seen the red dragons. They're harmless. Everything else in Sharlock you can run from pretty reliably on 7... okay-ishly on 70 agility, except for that armored knight, so that'd be a bit of a problem. I think you could go with this agility.
Looks like CD is going to preemptive rescue the princess.
Again, don't blame her for this. This is another thing that Fury was able to skip because of the order he found things in. But CD still needing that token, and again, there are two options. Hawksness, she can't find Hawksness, so maybe Caitlyn, the coordinates, maybe that'll pay off. So, and good news doing this, CD knows about the virtually harmless red dragon. She runs from this one because she wants to rescue the princess, but knows about the virtually harmless red dragon, so she'll be able to come right back here for grind time when it's that time.
Looks like Fury is sad. This red dragon... Oh my god, it attacked. What?
It's made Fury use 1, maybe even 2 heal mores. How dare it? I mean, all of them, not this particular.
And here we go, level 15. What do we get? Ooh, 4 power, 6 response speed, 7 hit points, 7 magic, and the last of the spells.
So even with the Death Necklace, we're not quite in range yet, and this Red Dragon gives levels so quickly that you might as well pick up 16 here. At 126, if we equip the Death Necklace, we'd be right around 98 HP. 97 or 98, anyway, somewhere in there. We'd be safe. But 126 attack power, we're only doing 6 to 13. We need 17 attacks, and we only have 14 heal mores. That's a little sketchy, and definitely want to pick up a level. That's assuming full resources. Definitely want to pick up another level here.
Yeah, that's some quick math you did there. I would have been getting out the old calculator myself.
I mean, I'll pretend like I didn't read that off a sheet that was pre-printed.
I didn't see no sheet.
The glory of streaming and, well, not radio, but same idea.
So it looks like Fury is definitely in the driver's seat, but it looks like CD might be going south from the castle now.
Yay, CD! Yeah, if she goes south and gets that armor, right back in it. She knows the grind spot.
Yeah, she's heading that way now. She's definitely going to be disappointed when she gets down here and she finds the towns, but she was so close to getting there before.
The other bad news, though, is I think... Is Caitlyn down here somewhere? If Caitlyn's around, I guess there are no coordinates, so she won't get waylaid for that long, but she does still need to go explore and find Hawksness, too, which unfortunately is not in this cluster of towns, so that'll take a little bit of time, too.
I do believe one of these is Caitlyn, though.
I remember Breckenary and Cole, and I can't remember if Caitlyn was, like, a little further south of here, or if it was over by Hawksness. I don't remember exactly.
Meanwhile, these red dragons are just bleeding experience Fury's way.
This is one where even if 16 gives you a little bit of power, and in theory you could go, I might decide to pick up 17, because look at this. He's gotten another, since we last talked about him, another 2,000-3,000 experience. It's just free. It takes hardly any time. This is almost better than an Axe Knight Hurt Mooring.
Yeah, there's no reason to leave this till you're absolutely sure, even if you gotta hit 17. And CD is gonna pick up her armor, so that is gonna help her.
Yeah, CD now with the best gear in the game, so she might have that silver shield advantage. She does still have to find Hawksness, but as we pointed out earlier, Fury's still rocking that small shield. He's probably going to do something about that. So if CD can get over to Hawksness quickly, get the token, get into grind mode, maybe. You never know what can happen in Charlock.
Yeah, but I think this experience point deficit's just going to be too much to overcome at this point in time.
It is a massive experience game, but again, just like when we had Heal More, once CD gets to grind mode, she's going to be picking up a lot of experience too. And, you know, you talk about a failed dive. I mean, if Fury fails a dive, takes 5 minutes or so.
Power. Oh, but look at that hit point, 7. So we're definitely in Death Necklace territory. But he's got it. Oh, I don't know if I'd go on this attack power, though. Because he's going to have 127. So he's going to be in the same thing he was before, because he only gained 1 strength.
Yep, same thing. But the good news is he got that extra MP, so now we're rocking 16 Heal Mores, and you only need 17 attacks on average to do this. However, you're talking about attacking 17 times and needing average rolls. Okay, we could do this. We have an extra Heal More to spare. 77 agility is doable. We can do this.
And it looks like that's his plan.
And Dark Shadow's noting that CD got slept and wrecked by a Blue Dragon, so Blue Dragon's still treating her poorly. Tilo in chat pointing out, or giving us the stats, that he's 81% to win with 17 swings, if he gets all the stuff down to the bottom.
Looks like he's going to pick up that large shield, so he's going to shore up his defense a little bit more. So as long as he doesn't have to waste any resources going down, like Tilo said, he should be good to go.
Ooh, look at that difference though. Tilo, thank you so much for the stats. 81% if he gets all the resources down. If he has to burn 1 heal more, it drops to 45% though. So 77 agility. I mean, we know the red dragons are mostly harmless, but we know the blues have DL2 breath. We haven't seen much from our Armored Knight friends, so maybe...
Have we seen an Armored Knight yet?
Not that I remember.
I don't recall seeing one yet, so we don't know what they have. But the blue dragons are probably going to be your biggest nemesis, because they got Sleep and Dragonlord 2 breath, so... They got the Wombo combo.
Yeah, and the Wombo combo, even if it doesn't kill you, could cost you to burn a heal more and take you from that 81 to 45%. Also important to decide what's on that spike tile right in front of the Dragonlord, because if that's something that makes you burn a heal more, that's problematic too. We start off nice with the Star Wyvern, that's easy to get away from with 77 agility. Meantime, CD did find Cantlin, found out there's no coordinates, now knows she needs Hawksness. Is it down? I can't remember if it's down here somewhere or not.
I don't quite remember where Hawksness is, to be honest. But it looks like Fury's getting an awful load of top-heavy encounters here in the castle, so this could mean he does have a hero run upcoming shortly. It's just a matter of where is it going to be at. And I believe it's right here. Meanwhile, CD is still grinding and going as she goes. She still needs to find Hawksness, though. If she doesn't find Hawksness soon, well, I'm pretty much afraid for her chances right now anyway, but...
Oh, and thank you to Tilo. I misread his stats. He said 17 swings. I thought I saw 17 heal mores for some reason. 17 swings. So yes, Fury could burn 1 heal more and still get 17 swings. Thank you for the clarification, Tilo.
Yeah, so I think unless we see something dangerous on that trap tile, I mean, well, there's a golem, but he does have the fairy flu, so he can put that to sleep and run away very easily. Did he already throw the death necklace on, or did he just take some damage here?
I would guess he just took some damage. I was not watching, but yeah, I definitely would not want to put the death necklace on until the end. Yeah, he's up to 124, because you want this extra hit points to absorb any random hits you take from run failing, so it doesn't look like it, and I would not expect him to until the very, very end.
No, I don't expect this dive to fail. I mean, I can't see what would stop him at this point in time. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's going to take either an act of God or an armored knight holding all the cards to stop this.
Well, I can think of one thing, but I will not dare say it.
He is a freight train barreling down Sherlock. The only thing that's going to derail him is DL2.
We'll say the enemies in Zone 1, the enemies in Zone 2 look good. He's on to the final zone, so let's see what this... Well, starts off with the Green Dragon. We know they have Stop Spell. They're nice. Star Wyvern. Not a ton of problems here. Jazal in chat, I did not say a thing. Didn't say anything. You did not hear that from me. I did not say...
I'd love to see a blue dragon on the tile. I'll commentate curse this all day, me.
Oh, now it's your fault. Now it's your fault. And you rolled this, too.
I did roll this.
There's the red dragon. Fury decides it's going to be faster to punch through it than to run from it. He's probably about a 40% chance to run, but also it'll only take, what, 3, 4, maybe 5 punches or swings to take it out. So
Yeah, and I mean, he could possibly have grinded on the way down and maybe hit 17. Maybe you get that extra bit of strength you need to make this free.
Still 1,800 to go, or almost 1,800 to go for 17, so that'd be more like a safety thing. Like, at least I picked up a little experience. If I end up dying, I can go grind, and it's a little closer. But he won't get 17 this time down, but if something goes terribly wrong, I did not say anything, by the way, then, you know, he'll have a little experience towards 17 at least.
Hey, Q, no cussing on this channel. Alright, so Fury is heading the last floor, and he's almost at this trap tile, so... I think his odds to win are fairly good if this trap tile doesn't hold anything too scary.
CD still on the hunt for Hawksness, and I think I must know where Hawksness is now. It's got to be south of Garenham and south of the Grave, so she's walking west, and hopefully she'll have Hawksness. Hopefully she'll have her token soon. She has seen the Rainbow Drop Cave, but yeah, this is a really tough one to overcome at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's 7,000 experience. The experience isn't even the big issue, to be quite honest. So he's going to have to blow a few herbs here, but that's nothing. Aw, and a free trap tile.
Oh, that was close. The shape was scary, but it came up the right color.
So this is basically a win.
Yeah, there's not much left to stop Fury at this point, is there?
No, there's nothing to stop him. He's going to throw on the death necklace here. I think at this point, even if he min-rolls, I still think he's good to go. But we'll see. We will see.
Well, yeah, I don't know about min rolls, but yeah, he could go a little below average and still probably win. We have to be a little careful, too. The Dragon Lord DL2 could have high HP, and we might need our extra heal more, so...
Meanwhile, CD has found Hawksness, so she will get her token and then be in grind and go mode. But as we can all see on the screen, the Dragon Lord's not playing nice. He is coming out Hurtmore's all the way. Now you have to heal because you can't go into this Dragon Lord fight too low, because if it gets first strike on you, it could wipe you out.
Ooh, there's a nice stop spell, though. He's going to use his last herb to hopefully try to get... Oh, Hurtmore. But he will be okay. He will be safe if something bad happens.
Which it didn't. So his first attack for 12.
Well, that's pretty good. That's, you know, you got a max 6 to 13. I think a 12 will work.
He's now at 21. And at 78 defense, I do believe the Dragon Lord can hit for 48 or 49, maybe. Ooh, that 6 is bad.
50 actually, but no curse happening here. He has enough to withstand that. He just has to know to heal more on 50.
Got a couple of min rolls there, so.
The 50 shouldn't come too much into play. Ooh, there's a max roll because he's not going to be expecting doubles. It'd be really rare to get doubles on 78 defense power. So he's going to be an attack, heal more pattern anyway. So I don't know that he'll get caught at 50.
I mean, he's at 59 now, and he's still got 10 heal mores to go. So, I mean, it's pretty much barring a missed menu. I can't see this going south on Fury. He might even throw a swag more out just to see.
Well, having been in this position several times before, I think when you're sitting at an hour and 40 minutes and fighting DL2, you're mostly just staring at SR, hoping like heck you don't see a dot done from your opponent. So, maybe if we're 40 minutes in, he might throw the swag more out. But I think right now he's just hoping the Dragon Lord has low HP, die this attack. I want a dot done. Hurry up, hurry up. My opponent might be finishing now.
Well, it looks like CD is now in grind mode, so I believe she's probably just looking for that swamp cave again. She knows the red dragons are pretty well free.
Yeah, again, it looks like, Fury's killing the Dragon Lord and CD's got 4,000 experience, but really CD's only a few minutes back. She's going to go back to those red dragons, get 1,000,000 experience in about 5-10 minutes, and then be ready to dive. So, again, it's not as far behind as it looks.
I don't know, Fury's looking a little slim here. Oh, he's at 130? Oh, he's golden. Good
yeah,
to
he
go.
has the extra heal more too in case the rolls are a little bad. They haven't been terrible, so he should be okay.
Should be 1 or 2 shots away from having this now.
Yeah, it could be this one.
And there
yep,
it is. Get your GGs out in chat, folks, for FurySK, who will move to 2-2 and still have a chance to make the brackets next week. Poor CD will fall to 1-3, which will eliminate her from the brackets. But she will still have one more race, and she played this one well, just a few little slip-ups, and it could have been a lot different.
Yeah, GG's to Fury. He played a really nice game, especially in the beginning, showing patience to grind out those extra levels. He saw the grave and could have just kept banging his head against the wall trying to get in the grave, and he took the time to grind out the extra levels, and we saw it paid off. He got his heal more, used that to his advantage, he got his homework done, took the red dragons out quickly, and very solid seed from him.
He finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 53 seconds.
Look at the death counter, 38 deaths, and you still finish at 141. That's really nice. And, CD at 39 deaths, I honestly think she's got a good chance to go sub 2 on this, which 39 deaths, and you're going to sub 2 a 39 death seed. That's a really good job from both the runners. First of all, to put up with that many deaths, but to get done that quickly after doing it.
Yeah, it was definitely not a seed to be trifled with at the start, but both our runners showed some great perseverance, and unfortunately for cdinprov, FurySK come out on top. He will be joining us for a interview shortly, but with the D-Rage, he says.
The D-Rage, yes, that is a seed that could make you salty, I'm sure, so... And again, poor CD, it just, Fury went south and she went west, and that feels like that was kind of the difference, which happens in rando sometimes, but we'll see her finish this up. She's got to be headed back, I'm sure, that red dragon and grabbing a whole bunch of experience.
Yeah, once she gets back to the swamp cave and hits those red dragons, like you said, her grind's only going to take 6, maybe 5 to 10 minutes tops, and then she's good to go to dive. So she could still simply sub 2 hour this seed.
And interesting note for CD, I don't believe she looks at SRL at all, so she doesn't know that it's over. She's going to keep going. She's not going to give up or anything. She's going to keep on doing this. So we'll get to see her finish this out. There she goes, right back to the Swamp Cave.
And GG Fury. I don't know what D-Rage meant, but you want to take us through that scene a little bit?
Well, the D-Rage is from the early game because I found out that my hero walks didn't last long enough, and I found just about every town just outside of where I walked. So for the first 30 minutes of the game, 40 minutes of the game, I was sitting there grinding when I probably could have at least had armor pretty quickly.
Yeah, the seed definitely didn't do you no favors at the start, for sure. You were both pretty much stuck to the castle till level 6 or 7.
Yep, I guess I found Garenham first without keys, then found must have been Grave. Instantly got deal 2 breath to the face. Yeah, kept exploring west for a long time before I went south again, just because I ran into the Axe Knights and all the fun stuff down there. But no, didn't really feel good about the seat until about an hour and 18 minutes in when I found the Swamp Cave tile. And when I found that and saw Stop Spell and Baby Breath, I knew that I at least had found the grind spot I needed.
Yeah, those red dragons were 75% to cast Stop Spell and 75% chance to cast Dragon Lord Fire. So we were talking about when you found out that the red dragons were free. I mean, you went from level I think 11 to 15 or 16 in like all of 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, it was the ideal grind spot.
Yep, I walked in there with about a kill or 2 left to hit, I think, 12. And that was at 117, and 13 minutes later I had 13, 14, 15, 16 cleared. I almost grinded the tile at Sharlock because it was another red dragon. I'm like, well, I'm still kind of sort of on the low end of damage, but with 16 heal more, so I'm going to get 17 or 18 rolls with an average just below 10. So the chances of me rolling to 165, 166 were pretty high unless I got back attacked and got chunked for like 51 or 52 on a low heal more, so I figured might as well just go for it anyways.
Yeah, no, it was definitely the right call to make. I mean, even grinding wouldn't have been a bad call, because the opponent would have took you maybe 4 or 5 red dragons, but nope, you definitely made the right call, and GG, this was for a difficult start. This heat picked up really, really fast in the middle of the game.
Yeah, at the start of the game, I think, I don't know, I almost tried to give you the Lorgan moniker after the roll to start the game, but no, your seed turned out okay in the end.
Yeah, I was like, I seen the start, and I started having flashbacks of my seed, the way it started, and then 3 hours later I finished, and I was like, oh boy.
Yep, and given the start, I think we hit level 2 and then level 3 thereafter, and I think we got 1 and 0 as the rolls. And right then and there, I basically went ahead and even offered up the reroll because I was like, man, this is really going to be a slog to get 2 and 3 experience for the next 15, 20 minutes. And even when we got that initial strength roll, there still wasn't a whole lot you could kill because you were getting either 8 to 12, I think, on your rolls against Skeleton, and you only had 40 health. Baby Breath obviously was taking like 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, so yeah, this was not a very fun start as everybody probably saw.
Yeah, no, we seen, and it looks like CD has lost the jerk because she can't find him to get her rainbow drop.
Yeah, that was about the only thing that was free this seed, was finding all the quest items. No coordinates required. Shoot, I even found the flute pretty easily.
Yeah, everything was right there for the finding once you could get away from that starting zone. Once you guys got heal more, it picked up 100-fold. But I mean, the first 45 to 50 minutes of the game, you guys were just stuck grinding on Magidrakies and skeletons, and it was just wasn't pretty.
Yeah, and you had some really good routing there too. Like I sort of at the time questioned the whole going into Hawks is getting the token. Didn't think you really needed to do it, and it turned out to be great routing. You're able to get the token, get all your homework done. You're able to skip Swamp Cave. That worked out a lot to your advantage too.
Yeah, my notes said stop spell was not the best of odds, but I was getting frustrated trying to make sure I was going to get a surprise heal more cast at the end there, but went over 4, just gave up, and I guess he was just slap, so that worked out, I guess.
Yeah, we saw that. We were wondering. We figured that what you must have been doing. Yeah, we got the stats popped up and saw it did turn out you didn't have to worry about that. But still, you got the Stoneman, and like I said, that worked out perfectly. You got all your homework done really fast, and that was one thing that worked to your advantage. You got to that nice grind really.
Yeah, that's the key to a lot of these seeds once you kind of find your bearings is where's the grind spot and who finds it and who can take advantage of it the fastest. And I was really worried because CD is a good player and she could have easily made the hero walk to Cole and had Erdrick's armor right off the bat, or made the hero walk past the Jerk Cave to Rimmildar and gotten the sword fast. So definitely wasn't feeling that great when I was getting kind of mediocre gains the last couple levels and everything but MP and health.
Yeah, the thing is, CD actually did go south first, and she did find Charlock. But 1 or 2 tiles before the town come into view, she hit a blue dragon that wiped her, and then she didn't go back. She went west instead, so it took her a little bit longer to find those 2 towns.
Ah, yes, the Blue Dragons. I remember them quite fondly already.
But she
Yeah,
has found the jerk, so she will have her rainbow drop. She's level 14. One can only think she's going to go back to the Red Dragons, and she's going to finish this up.
we were saying as you were diving, Fury, that there was only one thing that could stop you, and I didn't want to curse you, but it was dragon-like and was a certain color that wasn't red.
Oh, I commentator cursed you the whole way. I was happy about it too.
Well, let's see. The only thing I saw on the way down other than a red dragon was green. So I'm assuming that had something I didn't see.
Oh no, that was
Yeah,
my point. Was you didn't see any blue dragons on the way down. That could have really thrown a wrench into things, but thankfully they weren't there.
yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Sherlock seemed pretty easy. There wasn't a whole lot there. CD gonna dive this at 14? Go for the swag wars?
I wonder if CD's thinking of getting 15 on the way down. Or no, she might just be grinding there. She only has 66 MP right now.
Yeah, but she's got to know the Red Dragons are free in the Swamp Cave. But she did. Well, she only fought one, to be honest, and then she rescued the princess, and she ran from the second one. So she might not know that they're a good enemy.
Yeah, I thought it might be a questionable fight because I didn't see Baby Breath for some time. I saw just Stop Spell hitting me, I think, 8 or 9 times in a row. I'm like, well, I know that's 100% to be a 75% Stop Spell roll. What's going to be the other thing that hits? And I smirked pretty good when I saw the Baby Breath hit.
Yeah, when you fought that Red Dragon and you were doing your grind, you must have been licking your chops thinking just free experience here.
Yeah,
But after this,
normally I'll take a chance and start kind of diving on the way. Like if it wasn't just such free experience, I would have probably stopped at like 93, 9400 and just grinded 16 as I was going down and getting to the basement tile and stuff like that. But there's no point to even doing that if you've got something that's an easy 255 every single time and you can just see what the level is before taking the risks.
yeah, no, and it was good the game actually threw you something after that horrible, horrible start.
Yeah, so Fury, looking at the tournament overall, you've moved to 2-2 now. You get a chance next week to get win number 3 and get in the bracket stages. How's your tournament going so far? How do you feel about this one?
Yeah, I'm just, playing a couple seeds here, seeing how well I do. If I make it in, great. If not, we've had some fun seeds and some trolley seeds, and anybody that knows me from other randomizers knows I'm kind of for the troll seeds. Just Just give me the troll at like 40 minutes and don't give it to me right off the bat.
Was gonna say, if you like trolls, the start of this seed was for you.
Now, see, the trolls I like are the Sharlock trolls, where you start walking down, you get sleep and deal 2 breath on something, or you get trolley heal mores on an enemy that you basically have to either burn MP trying to hurt more around to get past the heal more, or something like that would be more up my alley. But now this seed, yeah, real early, fun times.
So yeah, as CD goes back, looks like going back to Sharlock. I wonder if she picks up 15. As we pointed out before, she usually doesn't look at SRL, so she won't know that that you're done yet, Fury. I wonder if she's gonna go for it on a 15, just thinking that it's almost 2 hours in, and I got to make something happen here. Could be interesting to see a 15 fight. That'd be really close. Could be done.
I don't recall what my MP was at 15. I know it was a decent gain, but I don't remember.
I remember we were talking about. I think it was something like just below 120. I think you only had 14 heal mores.
Yeah, I remember kind of doing the math as I was smacking away at red dragons, and I thought it was less than a 50-50 if I got back attack, so was more inclined to just smack another 6 or 7 red dragons.
Our tracker and restreamer Cyberdark on top of it, he put the 15 stats up there and showed 113 MP. So yeah, it was only 14 heal mores. But yeah, that's what we were kind of wondering. We were thinking that 15 was very borderline. We were not surprised to see you get 16 on those red dragons. It's so fast. We were wondering, at least I was wondering, if maybe you might even think, hey, 17, what the heck? It's really fast. Let's get that too. 16 actually wasn't all that borderline, but yeah, you could get levels really quick on that red dragon.
Yeah, I had it north of 70% chance on a back attack alone on 16, and near 100% likely to go ahead and win on no back attack, which is what I got. So basically take that last fight a little bit slow and make sure I don't mismenu it.
Yeah, Tilo had the percentages for us in chat, and he said on 17 swings, which I guess would have been getting back attacks, you had 15 heal mores, 16 heal mores. On 17 swings, you were 81% to win. So that would have been if you were back attacked, I guess. So yeah, you were in pretty good shape there.
Yeah, he's got the better math for sure, so I'm not surprised he had that stat ready to go, but I guess mine's a bit conservative. I kind of guesstimate that I'm going to get slightly below average rolls, which I did not get this time. I got slightly above average, but I try in a worst case scenario the dive.
When CD has got 15, she's heading to Garenham for something. Herbs, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like she got Silver Shield. I knew the grind was available. That's definitely going to help her too.
Oh yeah, one of the things that happened was it took her a while, as Hangry mentioned, took her a while to get south to find coal. So she was able to, after she got the sword, she was able to set up a gold grind and picked up magic armor and silver shield at the same time. But yeah, we were talking that you didn't really need to worry about that. By the time you were there, you had your large shield was enough for you, so you didn't need to bother taking extra time out to gold grind at that point.
Yeah, I was definitely taking the pit stop to upgrade to the large shield. I think it was small shield until just the last little leg of the journey.
Yeah, that was right on the way. That was easy to do though. So a gold grind would have taken a lot longer, and the silver shield, of course, as you saw, not anywhere necessary. So. Oh look, we get to see more red dragons get slaughtered as CD makes her way over here.
Yep, kind of peeking at the stream now. I'm actually surprised my COD counter is below 40. It felt like I must have died about 55, 60 times.
Man, that beginning game when you're pretty much the only way you can get experience is to hope something doesn't baby breath you. That's a rough go. Everything, I think, literally everything had baby breath in that zone.
Yep, you had to walk down a zone to see a regular slime. I don't recall seeing that guy breath me, but everything in the first, or in zone 0, I guess, was, I don't know. It was Ghost, Drakey, Red Slime. I think all of them had it, but they weren't all high percentages, because I was dodging quite a few of those spells.
Yeah, you had a nice run on the red slimes. I don't know what they were either. We were maybe guessing 50% or so, but still, when you have whatever strength you guys started with and you need 2 or 3 swings, that's enough.
Oh, well, Heal More being in front of it.
They had heal
Actually,
more.
was
That's
helpful.
adorable.
That's actually a big bonus, because the chances they cast that when 2/3 of their health is, what, 66% of the health, they probably don't cast that ever.
I was gonna say they can't, right? Isn't the heal more range 25%? They literally can't cast heal more. That's kind of funny.
So that's the reason why it didn't actually feel like it was 75% baby breath.
Props to Cyberdark too. I think this is the first time I've seen the red slime up on our tracker here. We haven't usually needed to see the red slime, but he's on top of it, and that's pretty funny to see a 50% heal more on a red slime. I've never seen that before.
Looks like CD is a couple of red dragons away from 16, and she'll probably make her dive then, and I would say finish the game off. So while she's grinding, is there any other races going on tonight, Bry Guy?
Why, yes, now that you mention it, we do have a race. Which I believe, let me see, yes, just started about a half hour ago. Over on RPG Limit Break, we have Sparkover versus Zarnax. They are both 2-1, I believe, looking to try and clinch a playoff berth.
Looks like CD might be planning her dive and getting 16 on the way down here.
I don't mind. Well, she's got. Oh, I guess she can heal up at one of those towns nearby. She does need to refill the MP, of course, before she goes. But never mind getting the level on the way down. It's always nice to pick up the level and just be right there to kill Dragon. So CD's got her refill done. She's headed back to Sharlock. She's gonna need, what do we got? 300 experience to get to 16, and she'll be ready to go. Oh, one thing she doesn't know, we know, but she doesn't know. She's not gonna have. There was a 15 MP gain on level 16. Holy cow! I didn't know it was 15. She's not gonna have the benefit of those extra couple heal mores.
I think it's about the same on the HP growth, at least, though, right?
I think it was something like that. Yeah, you're at like 140 without the death necklace. So, although she will have the silver shield as you mentioned, so she'll be at 88 defense power once she hits 16.
Yep, looks like 148, so it's a 17 and a 15 that you get off that level.
Yeah, that's the only downside to picking up the level on the way down is you don't get the benefit from any MP gains. And this one has 2 extra heal mores in it, unfortunately, for CD. Again, no way for her to know that, but... That said, Fury, I think you finished with 1 or 2 heal mores left over, so she can still do this on 16.
Yeah, it's going to be awful close, though. She's going to have to get a lot of high rolls. A couple of min rolls could really hurt her.
Yeah, I finished on 24 MP, so I should have had at least 4 swings left, so should still be possible.
And one other good thing, too, that we know from having seen earlier, only 154, I think, HP, so on the lower end of the HP scale, so that's good news for CD, too. Cyberdark confirming in chat 154. Yeah, so minimum is 150. So CD at least doesn't have to go very far past that minimum threshold. Ooh, CD finding a trolley wizard with heal more. She's almost to the point where the spike tile is guaranteed to give her the next level. She doesn't know it's there yet, but the minimum experience would be an Axe Knight at 130. So now she's guaranteed whatever's on the spike tile will give her 16. So she can just run from everything, and there she goes, running from that wizard. Definitely not worth the time. And we also know that that it doesn't really matter because Sharlock was kind of tame. But with that Silver Shield, CD also defense breaking a whole lot. Well, a bunch of stuff anyway. Wizards, Star Wyverns, and Werewolves all defense broken. So when she runs into those, she doesn't have to care too much.
Yeah, this red dragon's should give her level 16 maybe, or is it 102 or something?
No, this will be enough. And she's kind of doing the same thing you did, Fury. She's kind of realizing that it's just faster to punch through them than to run. Even though they're not going to cause you any damage, you could sit there and try your 40% run over and over and over again when you could just slash through them. And there's level 16 for her.
Yeah, the only Trolley Red Dragon I found was on the way down, decided he was going to go breath, attack, or something like that.
Yeah, and by that point, you had whittled away to barely any HP. So even then, I always saw you had to use a few herbs, but you were all right. And yeah, now that CD has 16 running from everything, including that red dragon, like I said, about a 40, 45, a little less than 45% chance to run from it. So a little annoying to get away, but we'll take.
Actually, now I'm thinking about it, it doesn't really matter which way you play that, because if you run 4 times, the chances you're going to take more than like 10 or 20 damage is pretty low too.
Well, I was thinking time because I have seen the randomizer miss on 8 straight 50% run attempts before. So at least if you swing, you're guaranteed to be out of there in 4 attempts. Whereas the randomizer could tell you lose a coin flip 9 times in a row. It's quite a fan of doing.
Oh yeah, I was on commentary last night for the Braxis race where he got that kind of treatment, but yeah.
Yeah, just thinking of it from a time perspective, even if you cast Stop Spell over and over and over again, the randomizer is always there to tell you you missed your coin flip again. But CD dispatches a red, and we're about to see her go after this Dragon Lord. I think she has a lot more herbs, so she'll be able to maybe manipulate like an opening double off of the Dragon Lord. That'd be huge to help make up for that missing MP. Ooh, gets the nice attack. I don't know if she's gonna. She is, so she's gonna go into DL2 with 91 and have a pretty good shot at getting a double. Oh, and gets an attack, but it's a big one.
Not liking these low rolls, though.
Yeah, that was a 9 followed by an 8, so need to see those improve. Or maybe if she gets 2 low physicals, could sneak a double in. There's a better roll. Boy, gets the attack, but it's almost a max attack. Up to 41 now, I believe.
Yeah, the Dragon Lord's hitting pretty good.
51 now, and yeah, CD with that 88 defense was supposed to be getting low physicals, but the Dragon Lord is not really complying there. Ooh, I lost count. Is that 51 or 61?
I haven't been counting, but she's getting some awful low rolls here, so her chances are going down with each low roll she gets.
Pretty sure it's 84 at this point, unless I'm off on my math. 83. I guess we're getting the count in chat too.
Thank you, MG.
Okay, so we got a little work to do. 60 more to go on 5 attacks. 6 swings, sorry. 7 swings.
She might get a double here if it's a low attack. Oh, no.
And yeah, she knows if she's counting her damage, she might take a swing at 48 or 47. Oh, but can't go on 42.
I think she should be okay now. She must be around the 120, 130 mark.
Only one more heal more to go. Oh, could have used a small attack there. Didn't get it though.
Yeah, she's at 145. This attack should finish it off. No.
Oh, she's gonna
It's
go to the
gotta
last
be.
attack though. It's a good thing the Dragon Lord had low HP. She is gonna finish it on 16. So GG's to see. And I mean, results of the race aside, 41 deaths in a time of 2 hours and 13 minutes and change. That's pretty impressive. I think somewhere around death 30 or 35, I'd be sick and tired of it. And she stuck it out and put in a pretty good time for 41 deaths.
And CD is going to join us in 1 minute for an interview. We do have some time, so we'll get her thoughts on this seed as well. GGCD.
Hi.
Take us through the start of that.
Murder bats, and some more murder bats?
What about the murder slimes?
The murder ghosts.
The murder everything?
The everything has DL2 breath or DL1. It was baby's breath even, but we had so little HP for a while, it just was terrible.
Well, you're not wrong. There was some DL2 breath mixed in there too as well.
Oh yeah, there was lots of fire, and then I of course got lost because I'm me, and I'm incredibly good at the getting lost part. But yeah, all in all, you know what? I finished the seed, so I'm happy. GG to Fury.
I think my favorite breath in the entire game was when I miracle ran all the way to Garen's grave, found a poltergeist. I'm like, hey, I can kill something that may not have
No.
breath, and then boom, first
Yep.
spell cast,
Yep.
72 damage, back I go.
Yeah, that was really rather painful. So hey, on the plus side, if I can somehow bribe one of the admins next week, since Cyberdark and I had talked about the fact that if I end up in his bracket, and I am now, that we if we match, we would like to do some, what was it, Chaos Big Swamp, and yay, murder everything. Hi, Cyberdark.
No Dragon Warrior 2 seed.
No, I haven't played that game vanilla. What are you talking about? No, no, we were talking about doing the Duncan, well, or at least the newest version of the Duncan Melvin's Chaos Flags, because Cyberdark and I actually faced each other in the little Chaos tournament that they had run, and it was awesome. The Dragon Lord was nearly unkillable unless you got lucky. So we were thinking, Chaos, Big Swamp. Why the heck not? Yeah, exactly. Chaos, Short Charlock, no keys. Well, we might have to debate the keys part.
Well, if it makes you feel any better for this seed, according to Cyberdark's somewhat accurate COD counter, you had 41, I had 39, and I think about all of those were in the first 7 levels.
Yeah, pretty much. Once I hit level 6, it got a fine keys. Thanks, Cyberdark. Once I got a little bit further into the game, it was like, okay, I can kill like 4 things without taking a death. This is pretty good. And then I just kind of ran out of steam there. I mismenued a couple of, probably about 10 times. But I managed not to put the death necklace on until the end of the race. And I don't know about you, but I was really tempted to sell that thing.
Oh, we were talking about that. I mentioned
That's why
about...
I kept mousing over it. I was like, oh, I could get armor. This would be nice.
I believe about half an hour in, when you guys discovered Garenham, I brought up the possibility, and I said, "Oh, they have 40 HP at level 7. What are the chances that?" And here we are.
Yeah, it was necessary. Do we happen to know, Cyberdark? Is there any way you could put it up to 17, just so out of curiosity I can see what the level was? Pretty please. Well, 17 would have been closer, but yeah, that still would have been a death necklace seed. All right, that makes me feel really glad I didn't sell it. How about you, Fury?
I don't know that I was ever even considering it, because Garenham had 2 big ticket item. No, had 1 big ticket item, I think, and then 1,000 for one of the armor pieces, and then everything else was small, like 20, 60, and 90. So all I wanted to do was walk out of the town, find like 2 things, and go back in and get the rest of my stuff before finding, said Axe Knight or Metal Slime with DL2 breath. That was hilarious.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I found one like when I first started to go south. I was like, all right, I'm gonna head this way. And then the next thing, and I was like, oh, look, a Metal Slime, and he can run, which makes me feel better, because I do feel a little bit bad when they can't run. Oh, wow, they really like the fire breath. Look at that!
It had heal more. The Metal Slime has heal more. This is the best seed ever. Did the Blue Slime have heal more too?
Wow.
So For reference, the red slime also had a good chance at a heal more, as we see fight, so no. But yeah, can't heal more ever, but has it. That's cute.
Oh my gosh, look, you're not stop spelling the red blue slime anytime soon. This is
Oh
great. Thank you.
man, yeah, that hangry. I gotta hand it to you. That was one heck of a seed, let me tell you.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for you guys after what I went through a few days ago, so.
Yeah, fair point. Hey, you know what? I stayed up and watched as much of that. I mean, I did kind of fall asleep a couple of times towards the end, but I stayed up and watched that, and I was just going, "Oh my gosh, this is just ow." But it's okay. I'm looking forward to next week because I might have to, start sending out some cookies to Canada, Ohio,
Cookies? What cookies, huh?
Tennessee, and Seattle because I think that's where they all live.
Did you
Who are you sending cookies to in Canada?
The admins. Like I said, Cyberdark and I, we have a gentle person's agreement that if we somehow manage to match, that we're going to play Chaos Big Swamp or Chaos, some form of chaos. So it
Well,
should be interesting.
apparently you owe the wizard some cookies too. The wizard here on our screen is asking if you promised him cookies too.
Of course, that's a promise. It's all right, but I wanted to thank Cyberdark, Rye Guy, and the Hangry Canuck for taking care of the race tonight. And of course, Fury, who was awesome and let us change the time after we had it all set when Tuesday turned out to be just one of those days where we didn't have coverage. So I appreciate it a great deal. But all right, I think it's definitely time to be done. How about you guys?
Yeah, thank you, CD. Thank you, Fury. You two had a great race. We enjoyed it a lot. Any last comments before we get out of here, guys?
No,
Baby breath, and baby rage.
Yep, I got you, Cyberdark. And yeah, I agree with you. I was just joking around about murder bats before the race, and I think somehow the seed took me seriously. But anyway, we are going to go ahead and raid RPG Limit Break, where Sparkover is facing Zarnex 42. I believe this is to clinch a spot in the brackets for one of them.
It is.
And good luck next week, Fury. So I'll be there rooting, like waving little imaginary pom-poms and all that stuff.
Yep, thanks for the race, and good luck in rolling Cyberdark by random chance next week so you can play all your fun stuff.
Hey!
I'm fairly certain that whoever gets Cyberdark and whoever gets you wouldn't mind making a little bit of a trade to see something like that.
Yeah, I mean we're kind of already out, so.
All right, Hangry, anything else we got to do before we head out?
No, I'm watching the RPG Limit Break stream already. It looks like they're both in grind mode here, so let's head over there and join the race.
Oh, you got a head start, huh? Well, then with that, we'll say thank you again to CD and Fury. Make sure to give them a follow. Thank you to Cyberdark for being the hilarious, great tracker. I've never seen all three slimes stats up before, so thank you, Cyber, for tracking and for restreaming. Thank you to my co-commentator, Hangry Canuck. Give him a follow as well. And, well, we will see you all at some other race some other time. There are plenty more of them going around, so we'll see you around. And we're taking you over to Sparkover versus Zarnex 42, both looking for a playoff spot. Have a good night, everyone.